the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Great Pendragon Campaign by Greg Stafford, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
Very cool. It's pretty remarkable. Oh! Alright, what are we doing? Winter session?
We're doing winter session.
Let's do it.
Oh, so you were gone.
Rock and roll!
Oh my god. So you were gone last week, so I'll need a solo from you.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
Do a d6 roll for me, please.
I was too busy stealing signet rings. 6.
Mm-hmm.
My spare time.
Well, it had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you get to select your solo.
Ooh.
And your choices are generic, vassal duty, liege court, adventure, love, or questing.
There's 6 total.
5 total. Well, yeah, 6 total, actually. Yeah. Generic, vassal duty, liege court, adventure.
Liege court. I'm doing liege court.
Liege court, okay. So for that, we'll need a d6 roll.
2. Utah.
Uh-huh. Okay, you were tasked with entertaining your lord. So roll another d6. Do some japes.
6. Oh no.
Well, you got some good glory there. Yeah.
I must have been entertaining.
Must have been.
Let me just tell you about my love life.
And then check. Oh my god. And then check 3 skills and 4 traits.
Oh, 3 skills and 4 traits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. So Jen, roll d20 for your yearly event.
6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have that there. You made a friend.
Friend.
Mm-hmm. D6 roll.
I think I do that every time.
4.
Yes, you do. Let's see. Ooh, companion, no less.
Okay.
So that's another d6 roll.
6.
6. Roll again.
1. What did I just roll? I told to roll again.
Gain a named warrior.
Whoa. You don't say.
Warriors.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So that would probably be one of the...
The named warrior.
What
I
would-
know.
Like,
How
what are
rocking
you
is
gonna
that?
do? Like,
Well, I'm sure those had the religious orders, the knightly religious orders had like lay people.
Yeah.
You know, so this is like a sergeant who's a member of the hospital.
Okay.
You know, as well. He's not like a full-fledged knight, but he's taken the orders
Okay.
of the hospital. So you know, he's like a sergeant that you can call on for help. You know.
I'm just picturing him like the ultimate warrior.
Yes.
Wrestler.
That's exactly.
Isn't that closure?
Is he?
He is.
He lives here?
He has a house here.
Oh,
He's losing it.
good to know.
I thought
Okay.
he
Well,
died.
it's bad, but
Well, public record.
yeah. Well.
Hospital Joe, my new buddy.
Hospital Joe. Excellent. Sounds good.
Hospital Joe.
Yeah, he actually died last year. That's right.
Oh, is he gone?
He is gone.
Yeah. I didn't think he was still
You
alive.
guys don't. I just don't.
In Scottsdale.
No, steroids.
No, they don't. It's a very rough
It's the
life.
heart. And all the other stress. Like, they're amazing.
Wow, over the
Oh.
previous 3 days before he died, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, appeared at WrestleMania 30,
Wow.
and made his final public appearance on Raw.
And then
Holy
bam.
crap.
He
And
went
then-
out with a bang.
Went out with the-
Seriously, man.
And then his heart exploded.
Wow.
Alright.
Literal bang.
Literally. Have you heard that bang? That was him.
Alright.
God.
Alright.
D20 roll for
God
Leander.
rest his soul.
God rest his right-wing extremist soul. Alright, D20 roll for Leander, please.
Wait, what? What? Roll?
D20 roll.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Okay.
You got- oh, okay.
By the way, 1. I'm just...
Another one, please.
13.
Roll twice, select one. It's all about you making choices today. Have it your way.
8. 12. I'll pick 12.
Picking 12. Okay. Your tale has become a popular song.
Oh.
No, wait. No, I'm nervous.
Yeah, that's a hell of a song. There's like 20 verses at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why does everyone suddenly like me? Think I'm all cool? Because I'm not really that cool.
You just hang in there long enough.
You're so modest.
I am modest. Actually, no, I'm very prideful.
You
It's
probably have
about
a lo-
time.
Yeah, there you go. Get a lot of glory for that, I bet.
Oh, 500.
Oh!
Oh, I got it here.
Good choice.
Oh man.
I'll tell you. I'll give you your full total.
Oh man.
All right, and for Tathan.
20.
Oh. All right. All right. Your lands have increased in size and prosperity.
Neat.
Heyo. So yeah, you the value of your lands is now an extra 6 Libra.
Whoa, per
So
year?
Well, what's your current income?
6.
Okay, so it's a. Let me see.
Wait a minute. Huh?
Sized value
We have no rules
is
minion.
20.
today.
Okay, so bump that annual income up to 7.
It can't
7.
be.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yay!
Okay. Very good. All right, so everyone roll your checks.
Alright, I'm sorry, I can't resist. I have to get the baby gate because I'm really.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You know what? It is a little bit hot, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little too.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
No, we're not. Although it was a lovely day today. I really like it when it's cloudy and it stays cloudy.
Yeah. I'm sort of pleasantly fall-like yesterday.
Yeah, beautiful.
I can't wait. I want the cold weather.
Oh, you want it to get much colder yet?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You had enough humidity and sweating
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
life? Yeah.
From the first day it started, I was done.
What's that dog? Is she in here?
Yeah, she's here.
She's being so good.
I know, I know.
Not being a total
I
pill.
tried to ball you for at least 30 minutes.
All right. So, do. All right. And after checks, of course, comes aging.
Is it okay?
I rolled a 6, 3 and 3.
1 loss.
Okay.
Alright. Wow.
Did you roll your checks?
Yes, I did.
Good. Age it up.
Oh, no. 51. No, 52.
51 this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we're old.
We are all the older sins.
And as for Tyrannus, you have the Fey Passion, right?
I do.
So you are obliged to make an aging roll as well,
Dang.
despite your youth
Yeah, it's pretty raw.
and
6.
innocence. 2d6.
4 and a 1.
5 is 1 loss, so roll a d6.
3. For aging.
2.
2 is dex, 3 is strength.
Okay.
Oh, 3 on the 2d6 roll. Oh god. 3 rolls, please.
1d6
Uh-huh.
each.
Yep.
1, 5, and 4.
Okay, so that's a point of size, a point of con, and a point of app.
Whoa!
Oh,
No!
This is appropriate aging roll music.
and I
So
rolled
what
a
it feels
6.
every birthday.
So that's just the 1 roll.
This music.
Oh, 6 on your d6 roll or 6 on the 2d6 roll?
Oh, no. Well, on both, actually.
Oh, okay. On the 6th, then that's no loss. You're good.
Ah, oh, okay.
Dude. My app is 9.
Oh, no.
It's not cute.
Yeah, you weren't that good looking to begin.
No, I wasn't. No.
Wow.
And yet, here I am. I'm like straight up nervous now. Like,
You're famous.
I'm wondering. Yeah, I gotta increase. Well, when my dex is 6.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm arthritic.
my
I have
god, man.
arthritis.
Wow.
It's a serious problem. Man.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's serious.
No,
And there's
that's
no
a real
cure
deal.
for it
Nope,
except for
just
random
pain.
teas that I get, and I'm in constant pain.
Yep.
Now what?
Okay, so now it's economics. Collect your income if you have land.
Oh,
There we go.
No, I was forgetting something.
if we have land. Oh.
Yep.
Having land, I believe not.
No, you are
No.
being maintained at the at the pleasure of the hospital.
Yay.
And
So wait. Annual
Yes.
income, 2 discretionary income. From assisted rent, 10. Customary revenue, 25. So that means I have 37 Libra a year.
Wow.
so actually, you should get reassized If you have a value of 37, then that would actually be 4 Libra per year
Oh, 4. Okay.
for discretionary.
All right.
Okay, so is anyone looking to get married? I forgot. Is everyone married?
Did I get married?
Tathan's married.
I did marry. I married
Yeah.
Lady Brenna. Madam.
Oh, you did. That's right.
I did.
Are
Okay.
you married?
Yep.
You're married.
Yeah.
married.
Anna? Anne?
To Anne, yeah. At
And you're married to God.
Married to Hospital Joe.
Married to Hospital
Me and
Joe.
Hospital Joe.
She called Anne the two-timer, which is true.
And the two-timer.
Yeah,
True. I still have a love of Anne from 12, so
Oh.
I still have a little thing for her.
Oh, God.
Apparently.
Oh, God.
And then
I don't even
Lady
wanna
Jane,
think
or what was that?
You're at
Lady.
9.
Dude, I'm all into it. What is my amour is Lady Jean. Remember
Lady Jean of Broadshalk,
I still have
yes.
an amour for her of 12.
What about your amour for Orland? Oh, no, it's a love
It's a
now.
love. My love of
Yeah.
Orland is 19, but I also have a love of Lady Anne as well.
Yeah, you can have 2 loves.
Spread
You can
them
only
around.
have one amour though.
You only have one and more. Okay.
Oh, but I
You're
have
like
an
one
amour
of
of
those dirty old men.
Hey, I was young when I started this.
And the amour for Guinevere is the one exception.
Okay, so I have an amour still for Lady Jean.
Yeah.
Why did I don't even...
Oh, God.
I never think about this, like, which is bad. It should be informing my characterization more, I think.
It's easier said than done, though, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of numbers to keep
Been
track of.
distracted. Like abandoning people in castles and having the castles crush them, etc.
Oh my god.
Things like that.
Yeah, just got a little bit
And
distracted
you know,
by
shit
that.
happens.
It does.
Shit happens.
That's right.
You better pick it up.
Pick up your
Pick up your shit. The homeowners association attached an enamel sign to my fence in front of my house.
Enameled.
Enameled metal sign. Please be a good neighbor. Please pick up your dog poop.
What? Really?
Yeah. So now it looks like I'm telling everyone else to pick up.
Yeah. You're one of those now.
One of those.
One of those ones.
You can't tell me what to do.
I'm
You don't know
specific-
me?
Yeah, I'm not picking up my dog poop. Now it's on.
Now you're like, I was
You know what?
Oh, you can start piling the dog poop under the sign.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Like a poopamid.
Yeah.
A ziggurat of poop.
Cigarette, yes. There's gonna be little fly heart sacrifices.
Well, we could donate some to the cause.
Yeah, and I'd like to hire a tagger to come and tag the sign too.
Yeah.
That would really make their heads explode.
Yeah, put a Craigslist ad out.
There's someone come tag this.
Yeah, please come tag the sign.
I love the ziggurat.
Who's you're out? Welcome here.
I'm gonna think about that tomorrow when I have to.
Yeah, when you need a laugh,
Yeah.
think of that. All the little flies.
I'm picturing with these headdresses and yeah, exactly.
All right, so childbirth. Anyone
Yes.
trying to have children?
I guess I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what do I do?
Yeah, I guess.
No,
D20
you roll
roll.
them up. I'm not a woman. I don't roll that.
You make the roll.
I tried.
Nice try out.
D20.
Yes.
4.
4.
Wait, I'm a rich guy.
Yeah, you are. So that's going to add 3. So it's a 7, no conception.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 9. I think that's still.
A 9.
Lucky.
And you're at rich level, so no conception for you either.
That's so funny. Other characters I've played have been very prolific, but this is like I haven't had any.
No luck.
No, none of my characters in this campaign have produced an heir for me to play.
Yeah.
Or
That's true. Well, of course, you started halfway in, so.
oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
Sir Blaine's produced an heir,
Produced an heir.
but then the heir died, so.
Yes, it did. That's so
You could
sad.
borrow a few jades, I think.
Pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
Heirs to
How
spare.
dare you?
All right, training and practice. Everyone train and practice. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that necessary?
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I
Check.
was just checking.
Contractually obliged to check.
That's what I do.
All right, and ready for glory, Jen?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. 195 plus annual.
Ooh.
Right.
And for Leander, 575 plus annual.
575.
And for Tathan, it's 448 plus annual. Okay. Excellent.
Oh man. Alright. So what are the designations of glory in terms of the how famous you are?
Basically, it goes 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 16,000. You know, it keeps doubling. So where are you at?
I'm at almost 15.
Oh,
So I'm getting up there. What's 16,000 mean?
16 is known throughout Europe.
Wow!
Ooh.
Wow!
Cool.
Oh my
I've barely
god!
done anything. That's. I'm playing it as me. Sorry.
Yeah. I deserve to be known.
I deserve to be known. Yeah. Well, I can increase my con. Thank God. All right. App is still pitiful though. My size is 14. I've shrunk considerably.
Damn.
I'm losing bone density
mass.
is decreasing.
Need some Boniva.
That's for women, right?
I don't know.
Is that yogurt? Is it a yogurt?
It's my
version?
most loathed of all.
Boniva?
Not since Unique, the yogurt you drink, have I hated a product name more than Boniva.
Yogurt you drink. It's so not like. Oh my God. It's
Yeah,
so
Boniva is really special.
They should have called it Bone Strongo.
Yeah, I know.
If they're gonna go stupid, they should have gone.
Strongo. Bone grow strongo.
Bone grow Strongo.
Boniva.
Oh man, we're punchy
At least they
today.
didn't
This
call it
isn't good.
Boniva.
Boniva. That sounds like a hillbilly.
Bonava.
Bonava, my wife Bonava.
Now I'm thinking Bonagra. Like,
That's a subsidiary of ConAgra, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Bonagra. Okay, this is bad.
This is bad.
You better have.
No, I have to keep you guys on the rails, though. That's the thing.
did you even break out the wine yet?
Yeah, I know. Well,
I
Jen's.
was drunk, but I got it.
Give me your keys.
Oh man. We haven't put the couch bed together downstairs.
Ouch! That thing's
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I gotta go to work.
I know, me too. It's crappy.
Let's forget about that for the next 2.5 hours.
All right.
We are
Break it out. We're done. You've handed out glory to Tate.
All right. 561, actually.
61.
How time doth fly.
Wow.
Yes.
And the wingedness.
Etc.
Yes.
5,
The wingedness, etc.
65, 50.
It's so poetic.
Phonetic. Sorry.
Oh,
What?
and we're off again.
I couldn't help myself. Alright, thank you. So yes.
So the year is 561. The Logris, at least, is again at peace, although King Brian of the Isles is making his
Yeah, what is his major malfunction?
Yeah.
nuisances
seriously.
known. Well, there's a power vacuum up north. That's the issue. And so Duke
power
Galaholt
vacuum.
died during the Grail Quest, and so this self-styled King Brian is coming in.
Self-styled.
Yeah.
But all's well in Logris, and yeah. The Pentecost tournament this year is forecast to be something of a dud because it's been declared to be an all-squire tournament.
Oh,
Oh my God! Who the hell wants to see that?
That's like a grad student conference.
It is. No one wants to see that crap.
No.
Be published or don't even step up to the plate.
all right.
Wow, this is awkward. I think Brad, who's now 45.
Oh,
What?
Jesus.
What?
My squire is 45 years old.
So he's like Brad Esquire at this point?
He is. He's an official professional squire.
He's Squire
He's gonna tear it up, man. He's gonna.
Well, my Squire Harold thinks no.
How old is he?
17.
Oh.
He's gonna win.
Oh, really?
He's gonna win.
Wow.
Brad's totes gonna do it. So
Because
with,
he's 17, you see.
yeah, he's feeling his oats.
He's invincible still.
Brad is just happy that he gets to eat oatmeal every day. That's all.
I
So
resemble.
How about Tathan's, How about Tathan's Squire?
yeah, what's your squire's name?
Gumrit.
Gomrit. Oh, that's a great name.
It
for
is.
Squire.
He's 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Is Brad the oldest squire there?
Oh, easily.
ever in history.
No,
Easily.
ever in history.
Yes.
This is
Same as sing for a
insane.
night.
We were very close in age from the beginning. We're only 7 years apart, so.
Are you getting
Obscene.
constantly asked to leave because it's not for nights? And
Oh shit! Is he?
Yes, he is. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got it.
Dude, no, wait. First of all, I'm confused. First of all, you say it's a Squire tournament, which is boring to begin with. Second of all, it's like
That's right.
an Esquire, professional Esquire wouldn't tear it up and like be asked to leave. Like, weren't there professional Esquires like then?
At that point,
It's an emerging class.
So he's a trendsetter.
Yeah.
He is a trendsetter.
So nobody understands him.
Exactly.
yeah,
Oh wow.
that's how it is.
you know it.
Yeah,
We've all been
it's
there.
painful. Fair enough. Just checking. Just checking. What do you think of that? All right.
All right. So, yeah. So roll, Jen. Go ahead and roll for your squire. See how well he did.
Roll against age?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
15.
Ooh.
All right. I got a crit. So.
What's wrong?
Dude.
What Squire critted?
What is wrong with you? All right. And for Gomerit?
I don't get to do it?
Why not? Come on, you're in
Can
it.
they impression somehow? Probably not.
Nope. Just straight roll.
No passion for you, 10.
Okay. 10. I got a 13.
What about mine?
All right. Yes.
45? I have a Squire skill of 45.
Yeah.
Damn good.
Roll against a 25.
The Wiener. Let's do the champion.
I made it.
Okay. What did you roll precisely?
12.
All right. That beats my 11 actually. So.
There you go.
Brad's the
There you
winner.
go.
So Brad wins the joust
Brad wins.
at the All Squire Pentecost tournament.
Very
Of course
good.
he would. If he didn't, it'd be really embarrassing.
So are you finally going to knight him, or are you going to keep him?
No, he doesn't want to be a knight.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He sees all the crap I have to go through. He's like, I don't want any of that.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to be able to have fun and hang out with knights and not.
He's smart.
Yeah, he's smart. Brad's pretty brilliant. All right.
Everyone make tourney rolls, though.
All right. Make it.
Made it.
Did not.
All right, check your skill if you made it. And yeah, word's going around that there's going to be another royal tournament this year, which is perhaps why the Pentecost tournament is getting the short shrift.
Another.
Weird.
King
Where is he
Arthur
gonna be?
is sponsoring a tournament at Lincoln, which he has dubbed the Tournament of Companions.
Oh, God.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Essentially, he wishes to bring the two most powerful clans of the land together.
Wait, no. I'm
The
not
Orkneys
interested. No.
and the Deganis.
What's happening?
I'm not listening.
He wishes to remind them of their interdependence
No,
and
we
mutual regard for
Yeah,
each
they're
other.
incredibly. Yeah, I regard them as assholes, and they are dependent on us to be able to try to look good.
This is going to go so well.
Right.
This
I'm
is
not
going to
into
really
this.
turn out well.
Brotherhood all the way.
I'm not into it. I'm not into this companionship thing. He must be really bored if he's meddling with nut. Oh wait. All right, wait. Never mind. I take back my remark of saying about Arthur.
That was your knee-jerk reaction,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Oh, damn it.
just my liege.
Just my liege. My liege. All right. So yeah, that's about all that's going on this year.
That's really tedious. So let's.
How perfectly tedious.
When is this companionship? When is this companionship journey happening?
In August.
All right, so we got time.
That is awkwardly scheduled.
I know,
It's
isn't it?
usually right when the shank of our adventure.
I know.
Right in the shank of your
Oh, we
adventure.
gotta run back to the tourney.
Yeah.
So, what are there any loose ends that I haven't seen you, my friends, in some time? So, what is there anything? Thank you for. Oh, by the way, thank you for. God, I have no speech
matter.
skills today. Thank you for honoring my good name by clearing my good name about the ring.
Oh, yeah, that.
It's the signet ring. The affair of the ring.
Yeah, it was total
That
bullshit.
was awkward.
It was
Yeah,
weird.
it was. Yeah.
They're the worst. So I guess I'm trying to say
Servants,
is
what are you into?
I know, seriously. So
Let's go stir some shit
let's
up.
do some stuff. Do you have stuff that any loose ends you guys want to follow up on? Is there something that we can
I'm curious
do?
about Cynrain's chair. Does it still show his name?
Still shows his name.
Okay.
You guys could roll.
Question. Good
That's a good
question.
point.
You guys could roll intrigue to see if you've heard any
Yeah.
leads or anything.
Poke at that.
I
Oh god, I crit.
Ooh,
nice. I failed.
nice. So check your intrigue, Jen, and yes, you have heard that a mad knight, perhaps matching Cynrain's description, has been seen roaming the woods around the city of Legions in Cheshire.
What? Why?
City of Legion.
What, is he just roaming?
Cheshire.
Is he challenging people?
Wandering.
No.
He's just wandering.
Bearded and half naked.
Don Quixote.
God almighty.
Yeah.
And he goes by the
Wearing a
name
bow.
of Don Quixote.
Yes.
Exactly.
There's a little fat guy following him around.
All right. That sounds
Let's go
intriguing.
check it out.
Let's go.
I feel
Gotcha.
bad because I'm feeling terrible about Cynrain's dad.
Well, because you have that high admire
I
Cynrain,
do.
right?
I know.
Yeah.
I feel compelled to find out what happened.
Well, we got to. So
Yeah, so let's check
And
it out. We're going to Cheshire.
Renae, since you made your intrigue roll as well,
More gossip, more gossip.
we love it.
you have heard of a castle in the Perilous Forest, which is actually fairly close to the City of Legions.
Oh.
A castle inhabited by a man known as the King of Dolorous Women.
Oh, God.
His castle, at his castle, he takes captive any woman he finds, that their screams of anguish might give him good rest.
It's another one of these.
All right, so he's
That's
gonna,
incredibly
Capturing women
creepy.
and
we're gonna
Yeah.
have to kill him. But that
Yeah.
shouldn't take too long because he's obviously weak.
yeah, and we might find out about this other guy.
All right.
It's obviously
Maybe.
kind of a
That's
jerk.
really weird. So he's getting off on women
Yeah.
Screaming.
being
Sure.
upset.
Sure.
Yes.
Great.
Well, fine. Well, let's go kill him.
Let's take care of
This
business.
is- yeah.
Well, no, he shouldn't be treating damsels in such a fashion.
Well, no. Well, no.
It's horrible.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So off to the City of Legions then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but stopping by the Castle of Dollars woman.
Just stopping off really quick.
Stopping
Yeah.
by for a quick how do you
Quick
do?
chat
Yeah.
and head chopping
And
on.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Hello and goodbye.
In your custom manner.
Yeah, like we do.
Like we do.
All right. Very good then.
I'm with
So,
Hospital Joe. He's my companion. Hospital Joe.
Yeah.
of course, you have your mounted sergeant going
Right,
with you.
right.
Of course.
Mike Coiffure. Never know.
Oh,
All right.
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
does Leander have any companions traveling
I
with
probably
You
do,
probably have, yeah.
but they're probably just a bunch of burgers or.
him? That's true.
You know, I don't. Wait, let me see.
Burgermasters.
Sorry, I'm looking. What?
Burgermaster.
Yeah.
Burgermaster.
Burger time.
I gain a concubine. My concubine.
That's right. You have a concubine. I don't think you're bringing her with
goodness.
you.
How did you
She helps you with the arthritis.
She does.
Ah.
She's like my masseuse.
She helps
Right.
you make love to other women.
Yeah. Is that what we're calling it now? All right.
That's right.
She's your sex therapist.
Okay, I got no problem. I don't know what anybody told you, but I have no problem.
No problem in that regard.
Looking at you.
My
That's all.
body
We're
is just
presuming based
depleted.
on your gnomish appearance. That's all.
My nose.
You're a gnome now. Get yourself.
I know. I'm old. It's fine. It's okay.
I'm also at 9, but you know.
Oh, you have a concubine.
Well, that's
So I
good.
don't have any companions except my concubine, and you know, she's used to traveling with me anyway.
Okay.
So we each
Don't,
have
we can't
somebody.
even get her.
No, I know. I'm worried. I'm
I
afraid
know.
for her, and she said she wants to go. So
I'm just kind of picturing this as Leander on the left here at this point.
for the record, it is
Sean Gunn with his shirt
Shotgun
off.
as Kirk in Gilmore Girls.
Yes, with his shirt off, with his strange gnomish torso.
Oh, God love him.
God love him indeed. All right, so you guys are going to look for the Castle of Dolorous Women on your way to Cheshire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's my understanding.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Okay.
You can hold us to it later. We're like,
Hey, you said you're going to look for that first.
exactly. That's something David would do.
Of course, well.
Yep.
Something any good
Somebody's
game
gotta
master
run
with their
this
salt is
circus.
going to. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty.
Alright.
So, all right. So yeah, you take the King's Road northwest. Well, kind of northeast actually, until you hit.
Northeast.
Yeah, you got to go northeast to get northwest.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Until you get to Lambor, and then
Lambor.
you take the trade road through Cameliard to Whitechurch.
I'm feeling every mile.
Right up the sits bone.
Yeah.
That's right. And then start taking even smaller roads through the Arroy Forest north towards the Perilous Forest.
So it's getting
Increasingly
crappier
And tinier. You go from staying in grand halls to staying in little country manors that are only run by stewards because they belong to some knight who lives in Camelot and he never comes around.
He never weeds.
The master isn't here.
He doesn't weed the.
He doesn't weed his driveway.
yard,
Exactly. Yeah.
He just sits there like Torgo.
The master is not at home. It's kind of a clumsy pass, Torgo. All right, so.
The master.
All right, so.
Approve.
So you're somewhere east of the city of Legions.
East.
In lightly wooded territory.
Okay, so we should have a clear view of maybe
Yeah, we
we'll
have a
find
fairly good view. But from off in the woods, you encounter your first unusual experience during this entire journey.
Cool.
Which is to say, the sound of sobbing coming from inside the woods, within the woods.
What does it sound like? Does it
It's
sound
like
human?
a dry, racking sob, like somebody having a
awful.
huge, breakdown.
Oh my god.
Does it
This is
sound?
unpleasant.
No.
All right, let's find it. Let's find the person.
Follow
the
the
thing.
sound.
Okay. You foray into the woods. You spot a small man seated upon a rock
Small one.
Smallman.
with rough. He has a rough wooden cup in his hands and a leather water skin or wine skin on his lap. He appears to be pouring water from the skin into the cup, drinking, and then pouring again. You can all make awareness rolls.
Oh,
Strange.
we made it. Make it.
Oh, made it.
Great. You all note, now that you're closer, that the sound of the sobbing is coming from the water skin itself.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
It's one of those creepy doorbells.
Well,
Yeah, like ours.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, come to think of it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a doorbell.
Oh, it's creepy.
Oh.
We gotta get a new one, and we bought it, and it's bad. So,
Anyway.
Anywho.
So he sees you all and he stands up, drains his cup, stops up the water skin, and rests at
we
his,
don't hear the crying anymore.
rests at his feet. That's right. You don't hear the crying anymore.
Oh.
It's perverse.
His face is creased and hirsute, but his eyes have a certain kindly twinkle about them.
No, he's evil.
I don't like it.
He's
Yeah.
evil.
Why?
So, good sir, we heard a distressing cry coming from this direction. What, is there anyone in your company who is in need of assistance from 3 brave knights, such as ourselves?
No, no one in my company, I fear, although I do mourn for one that I once held dear to my heart, but whom I led astray, unfortunately.
Okay, alright, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Your wineskin was making a sound. That's not normal.
That it was.
What's going on there?
Wow.
Talk to us.
You're going right to the...
I am. Well, my honest is, I'm pretty honest.
I'm just going to be capital H honest with you. So he says,
Hashtag honest.
Hashtag.
honest, yeah. Damn it.
He says, draw near, and I will assuage my guilt
Oh no.
I
by
don't
telling
want to
you
do that.
by
not
telling you of
Alright.
why my water skin cries.
Alright,
Sir, we are not priests,
Well,
but we'll listen to you.
I made.
Oh,
You're kind of a bit of a gray area,
that's true.
actually.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright, stay on that, old man.
I am Hulstock of the woods.
oh man.
Once I was a wise man, now I consider myself no longer so.
Oh, that's weird.
Good for you.
How's
Progress.
Yeah, exactly. With my tale, I can guide your paths firmly to the Castle of Gloom, where the poor Lady Helith awaits the service of goodly knights.
Okay.
Wait,
This
what?
skin you see me carry is a mark of my regret. It holds tears, my sirs,
Oh my god.
and emits sobs like the lady who has been wounded by my knowledge.
Oh,
This is
that's
horrible.
gross.
For I told of a secret place to a young knight.
Yes.
It ill-used him, or he ill-used it. This is hard to be certain. But the results are the same. Tragedy, sorrow, and woe. I have vowed to say no more of fairy things, and can only tell you how to find the castle. Drink of my cup of tears. Know the way.
No, that's nasty as
Uncorks
hell.
the skin and fills...
No!
Joe.
Hospital Joe, drink it.
Hospital Joe.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Prove your worth.
I'm not drinking tears.
Gonna see what
send
Hospital
men's
Joe's trusting is, and then we'll
Yes.
roll accordingly.
That is just nasty.
Is anybody notably trusting here in the group?
I am.
No, I'm notably
17.
untrusting. Oh, God.
Roll that trusting.
No, I'm 8.
I make it.
9. Oh, you
All
made
right,
it.
you're first in line for the cup.
Of course I will drink from this cup to find out what's going on with this whole situation. So what do I do now? Drink it?
You drain the cup. Tastes like
Oh!
salt water. Warm. It tastes like warm salt water.
Yeah.
You're making it queasy. I'm thinking it's slightly bitter.
I am ill.
And bitter.
I'm ill.
Yeah, it is bitter.
It's
It's slowing down my
gross.
chip consumption.
I know. I'm like, I can't eat another M&M.
Yeah, it has a bit of a silky texture to it. You know.
That's it.
That's nasty as hell.
And that's it.
You are gross. So go on.
It's just part of his creativity.
I know. It's very good.
I'm just expressing myself.
So we drink the...
So you drink the tears, and you instantly.
Ooh, have an insight.
Well, you instantly understand how to get to the Castle of Gloom as if you've known it all your life.
All right, let's go.
Wow.
Follow me, lads. Including
Okay.
you, taping.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, lad. We call him
I
lad.
know. I'm just used to us being all young, but we're not really anymore.
No, how time doth fly. So yes, the hermit bids you farewell and says you will learn more at the castle, even my own shameful part.
Oh, good. Because I don't even know you and I don't really care.
Should I kill you now? Would it be wise?
Yeah, do you want to be...
Are you asking me to kill you now?
Yeah. That's a good question. That's a
More than
legit...
willing.
That's a legit question. Does he
Relieve you
respond?
of the burden of your sin in this moment.
Yes.
What's your merciful at?
Oh, it's pretty damn high. It's 15.
So is mine. So we don't want to kill him.
No, I don't want to kill him.
No, it would be merciful to kill him.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
This is
Does he want to be
work.
killed?
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he wants to be killed.
Oh.
He's just
drinking from
he's
a
sitting
thing
there
of
drinking
bag of
tears.
Yeah. What's his at, by the way?
What
Is
is
he
that?
cuter than us?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
6, app of 6.
Oh.
He's
Oh, okay.
well, he's a creased face and he's like hairy and creased.
Yeah, creased
We're
up.
3 points away from being a gnome, though.
No, we really are gnomes right now.
Yeah.
All right, so you ride on following. Oh, she doesn't have any water.
Uh-oh.
You ride on following Leander's lead.
All right.
Go, Leander!
Yes, you cross forested, hilly terrain. The forest encroaches upon the tilled fields that you spot and a few villages that you pass through. The land has a weary aspect, as if long neglected.
Encroachments.
And in due course, you spot a castle sitting upon high ground. It is in the old Mott and Bailey style, although it's been updated somewhat. The walls are all stone.
Still shabby.
Yeah,
pretty
very
shabby. The walls are all stone and
That's
so
what happens
forth.
when you treat women badly. Things go to shit all around.
That's true. End of story.
Yeah, for nations. Okay.
You note the gate to the Bailey is wide open, with no guards standing on duty.
Well,
Oh, wow.
this doesn't look suspicious.
What else can we do?
Let's take the castle and make it our own.
Hey, that's a great idea.
I like that.
I have no limit.
The order gives you everything you need.
And more.
And more.
Ain't that right, Hospital Joe?
Yeah.
You got it right.
You got it right, boss.
Never truer word spoken. All right.
Oh my god.
Inwards, I say.
Yes, let's go. Forward.
Okay. The stone is dark gray, encrusted with grime. As you enter the courtyard, you see a few castle residents going about their business, toting bales of straw out to the barn and
people
that sort of
live
thing.
Awkward.
Or out to the stables, rather.
Right?
It's hideous.
They only give you all a cursory glance and keep at their work.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they're used to knights coming in here and trying to think they
Oh, you
can
think
clean up
so?
the place, and then they never do.
That's the voice of experience right there.
Yep, I played this game way
Too many times.
like-
Game played once too often. Let us kick some ass, man.
Yeah, of course we will.
You also
To the fella.
That's right. Where's the lady?
Take me to
Where's
the
your
room.
lady? Take us
Yes.
to yeah.
We're gonna ask that.
Yeah, Yeah.
So your inquiries are met with sort of.
Oh, don't even. They better look in my eyes and talk to me.
No, yeah,
shit.
they bow to you and they indicate that you should head up to the central keep
Alright.
atop the
Alright,
hill,
central keep, all
which
right.
you note the door to that keep is standing open as well.
What is up with these open doors?
This is weird.
It's open
Creepy.
door
It is
policy.
creepy and weird.
Yeah.
I agree. Alright, so let's go forward.
All
I'm
right.
afraid of nothing.
All right, so leaving your horses and your squires down in the bailey, you head up the stairs to the keep, and entering, you are met by a man who identifies himself as Arcavius, steward of the castle.
Oh, literate man. Excellent.
Yes, he is an older fellow with steel gray hair, cut short, and a careworn,
guy.
a bit of a careworn face.
Okay.
His fashions are a bit out of date.
Of course.
Well.
So, is this the Castle
Wait,
of
how old
Dolorous
is he?
Women?
How old is he?
What is he,
He's
40?
in his 50s. He's about your
50s?
age. Yeah.
Are we in the right place? Is this the Castle of Dolorous Women?
We are going to the castle of the Castle of Gloom.
That's
Castle
right.
of Gloom.
To solve the tear mystery. The
Wait a
mystery
minute,
of the
what?
tears with the wineskins. We were. This,
Oh,
you
this
know,
is yet another?
Yes.
Oh,
it's a layer
I
cake,
missed
which is going to
that.
make a slave
All right,
Mediterranean.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's a layer cake.
It is a layer
Alright.
cake, which yeah.
Yeah.
misery.
I do apologize for the poor hospitality. This could
Yeah,
well
it's
be
pretty
called
bad.
a dolorous castle, although it is not the
Castle of
castle of
The-
dolorous
the
women.
There's a lot.
thing altogether.
There's a whole section of gloomy, dolorous.
It is aptly called the Castle of Gloom, although if only you had been here in the old days, when the
Yeah.
stags pounded in the forest and the land grew rich under the bounty of Christ.
Oh, that's sad.
Right.
What went wrong? What happened?
happened?
Well, the thing about that, I would have you know of it, but now is not the time. It is a long story and painful to tell.
It's a long story and painful to tell.
Why so? Okay.
Quite so.
Wait, well, at least
And-
we have a place to sit
He's
down.
saying no.
And I would tell it artlessly.
Oh,
Then who can tell us this tale?
Dine at my table, and all
here we
shall
go.
be explained.
all right, very good. Thank you for the kind invitation. That sounds wonderful.
Of course.
Feast. Oh.
No.
Yeah,
bread and-
not so much. Actually, yeah,
Tears.
the main course of this feast is a bitter bread of herbs,
There
black,
you go.
crusty, and heavy.
You know, it's quite filling though.
Sticks to your
clean you
ribs.
out.
Probably good for you.
It does clean you out. It's true.
Yeah.
You probably need that.
Cleanse. Yeah.
Cleanse.
This bread eats like a cleanse.
People come from all around for this.
Oh dear. So you are seated in the hall.
Keep us on track, GM.
Yes.
You're seated in the hall at the high table.
Heard those cats. All right, here we are.
Yes, we're seated.
Oh my god.
We're seated at this table.
You're seated at the high
Eating
table.
this horrible bread.
Yeah.
There's
Loving it.
the only color in the hall is provided by a banner displaying a coat of arms. You can all make heraldry rolls.
Yes,
Oh, I like that kind of thing.
I make it.
Just missed it.
Fail, you fail.
Yeah.
All right, Leander, you recognize this as
yes.
belonging to an old family of Cumbria.
Huh.
This is a lady's coat of arms,
Whoa.
and her father's family is related to Duke Geoffrey of Catterick.
Duke Jeffrey.
That is some beautiful country.
Interesting. All right, fair enough. So we are dining. We are eating this disgusting bread.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
There's no tears though. being served?
No tears being served. No.
All right, so we are.
There is a large Irish wolfhound lying near the fire.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
He just gives you a slight little whale eye glance, and then goes back to sleep.
Oh. Unless is he
Edie?
enchanted? You see this dog?
I'm sorry, I looked too much.
no,
Sorry, I didn't mean it. I
She
didn't
got excited. She's like, "What?
What?
Yeah.
What does this mean for my weekend?"
Nothing. It means nothing for your weekend. Okay, so the Irish wolfhound is
Yes.
looking at us, and I wonder
I'm wondering if that's an enchanted
if that's
dog.
her.
If that's her?
Yeah, look at her.
Didn't think about that.
I did.
All right. So tell us this tale. We are dining with you. Go.
The tale should be told not by me, but by the doleful bard.
Dolphin Bard.
And into the hall comes a man dressed all in black, with a long face,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is his name Azrael Abyss?
No. His name is Lanval.
Lanval. Yeah,
No.
You know he does. Oh, no.
I don't know what this guy looks like.
So he says in a rich but mournful voice,
It's cash.
"Now you will know the terrible thing that has befallen us. Look to your hearts, and you will know what must be done."
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
And so he begins to tell this tale with a strummed harp accompaniment.
Okay.
Once this castle and these lands had been the property of the Lady Heleth, whose father had been a loyal man of the High King,
Right.
but had fallen victim of elf stroke and died in his bed. The Lady Heleth took on the lands, and it was not long before such a wealthy and beautiful young woman attracted suitors. Among them was Sir Herondale, a young and handsome knight who conceived a love for Lady Heleth at once. But Sir Herondale had a flaw in his character, and that was doubt of his own prowess at love and at arms, though neither of these qualms were borne out in truth, for he was a knight both courteous to ladies and valorous before his foes. It had happened then that Sir Herondale knew an old hermit of the woods, Hulstock, who once had yearned to be a druid, but whose wisdom had failed him. Old Hulstock counseled Sir Herondale, who was himself Cymric and a pagan, and told the knight that he would aid him in his quest for the lady. Hulstock knew of a great bower within the Perilous Forest, created after the fashion of a bird's resort. A vow made within this bower and sealed by taking a thorn from the vines within would be gifted with a boon if the vow were kept. Sir Herondale went at once to the great bower. Ignoring the clear evidence that he had already won the Lady Heleth's heart through his goodness and grace, he plucked a thorn from the bower and vowed that in return for the undying love of the Lady Heleth, he would remain utterly true and faithful to her in all things for the rest of his days. Should he fail to do this, he would gladly accept the curse of the bower, of which old Hulstock had whispered but known little. Naturally, Lady Heleth reciprocated his love upon Herondale's return. They planned to wed, and would have done so, had not the terrible fate befallen them. It came about that Sir Herondale was called upon to rescue his lady from an enchanted glade. When he reached the glade, he knew it to be the bower itself. A goblin stood without and taunted the knight. Would he go in and wrest his lady from that which gave him the power to have her? Sir Herondale hesitated, and in that moment betrayed his vow of loyalty only to his lady. At once the curse of the bower fell upon them both. The Lady Heleth became trapped in a bower of tears, awaiting her lover's return, but Sir Herondale had vanished and has not been seen since.
No. Wow.
The lady waits there still, and many knights have embarked upon the quest to find Sir Herondale, but none have returned. Some have been seen as naked madmen running unclothed through the forest, testament to how heavy a doom has been laid upon the lovers because of Sir Herondale's fear. Knights take up the task, visit the Bower of Tears, and depart on the quest, but none have succeeded. The knight and his lady remain doomed.
Okay.
That's pretty bad.
So the goblin was the guy we encountered, right?
No, that was Hellstock.
Reading comprehension.
No worries.
All right.
So should we try to find the knight
story.
ourselves?
That is a long story.
All right, yes.
Yeah, we need to embark upon this. We
Sir
can do it.
Herondale.
Yeah, Herondale. Yep.
That's our man. But he's disappeared. You see?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
need
to
to
see.
find him in that bower. Is there a bower that we
Did
have to
he
go
actually
into?
enter the bower?
Do we
I don't
have to
think he
enter the
did.
bower?
No, he didn't.
He did
So
not
we
enter
do.
the bower.
We
He's
have to
not
try.
in the bower, but he's not there.
I think he got absorbed in it like
got absorbed.
Lady Heleth did, right? Lady Heleth got...
Well, she's in the wineskin, is what I'm thinking. She's the wineskin.
yeah, she's the wineskin.
So we gotta grab that wineskin, kill Hellstock.
Really? I don't know about that. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
You're really intent on killing this guy.
I just don't like it.
He's a killable face.
He's this druidy.
Yeah.
He's a druid reject.
Druid
Yeah,
reject.
oh.
That's even worse.
Yeah, right, exactly. You can't even make it as a.
All right. So, can you just
So
go
there's
over the
a
main
man.
points? I'm sorry. It was
All right.
a very
To
long
review.
story.
To
Just
review. To review.
Bullet points.
Bullet points. Yeah.
Bullet
Yes,
points.
please.
There's Sir
PowerPoint. I
Herondale.
need a PowerPoint of this shit.
Next slide,
Click.
please.
Sir
Next
Herondale.
slide. So there is a knight named Sir Herondale and a lady named Heleth.
Right,
They
I do
were
know
in
that
love.
much.
Right.
Yes,
They're in
they were
love.
Yes, we knew that.
But Herondale doubts himself as his fatal flaw.
That's right.
Okay.
That's his problem.
Hulstock tells him
Lack of
about this
confidence,
enchanted
you know,
bower that can
right.
give him the power of love over the lady.
Fear. Oh.
And so he goes to the bower and he plucks a thorn from the bower. right? And then swears that he will do everything for the lady that she asks.
Right.
But you didn't need to do any of that.
No,
But he did it anyway.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the lady disappears. He goes looking for her. He realizes she's in the bower, the very
Right.
bower that he went to.
Right.
Okay.
There's a goblin there. The goblin's like, will you go in and rescue her?
And he's like,
at the expense of breaking the love spell that you
Right.
have created. He hesitates for a moment, and that's all
Bam.
it takes because he swore to do everything for her.
This is harsh.
it is very
And
hard.
at that point, yes, at that
Yes,
point
it's
he
lost.
disappears,
Oh, it's lost.
and the let's see, the lady waits there still.
She's in the bower.
So we have to go to the
He's
bower.
gone.
And many knights have embarked on a quest to save him and restore
Right.
their love. None have yet returned,
And they're naked.
And some have been
crazy, like Cynrain.
reported
Yes.
Roaming around.
roaming around, bearded and naked.
Cynrain. So Cynrain attempted this quest.
Maybe
Maybe.
it's a coincidence that he's also bearded and naked.
There's a lot of naked running around in this part
Well,
of the
yes, with the
country.
beards
It's
flying.
very odd.
It does happen.
Beards and
It's
other
been known
things
to
flying
happen.
around. Well, that's I'll read with the view. So I think that
Let's have a bathe.
let's live a bath and run around naked. Let's go to the bower and let's just clean this shit out, man. We're here. We're
Okay,
here ready to do
but
this.
all right, but we see the heraldry is of a lady.
Yes.
Yes,
Is
it
that
is.
Lady
That's
Hellas?
Lady Hellas.
That is Lady Hellas. It
Let us
is.
all remember this heraldry in case we have a chance to see it.
All right,
Bower
here it is.
somewhere.
Here it is. It is
Oh.
silver and red with a gold heart on the red field.
I like that. That's cool.
All right.
You didn't like it? I liked it.
Well, that's creepy.
Well, that's
I like
creepy
it.
shit.
Hell.
Yeah, as usual. You know.
So Arcavius has a certain bleak hope in his eyes when you all tell him that you
Oh,
are.
nothing like bleak hope.
You're interested in taking up the
Falling in love with
quest,
This guy.
I know.
and says that he can point out where the bower is from the
here?
parapet of this very castle.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not
where
very
is
far
it?
off.
Where is it?
Trump up.
Let's
All right,
do
so
it.
you all tromp up,
Yes.
and he points out over some moors.
Wait, there's not too many
Oh,
stairs,
wait.
are there?
Yeah, I don't know if you can make it.
You're the last one out the trapdoor. Yeah, and you have to lean on the battlements a little
We're
bit.
already turning around and coming back down.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you know that.
You try and play
tell you
cat.
about
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
What the? Oh man.
All right.
So yeah, he points out across some moors where you can see in the
All right.
fading
These
twilight.
dangerous moors.
They look pretty gnarly. Moors
They're
are all-
moorish.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not good.
Can we
Okay,
ta- is
so
there a path? Can we
Points
take
out
horses?
across some moops.
Moves.
Yeah, no, they're obviously part of the lands of the castle. You know, they're just what they
All
would
right.
call the wastes.
Okay.
You know,
all right,
so
okay,
like
so it's not a peril
no
in and of itself.
No.
All right, okay, good.
No.
And so in the fading twilight, you can see a deep swath of forest on the far side of the moors, a few miles off, you know. And he says, therein lies the Bower of Tears.
Oh, this is awful.
And repeats the admonition that no knight has yet returned
but no knights
from
are
thence.
us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They weren't us, our fabulous selves.
Okay.
Girl. No, I'm saying that they were not us. We are all
You know what? I doubt they were even really nice. You know how people say them, and they're not nice.
like Brad.
yeah. Well,
Like what Brad does in his spare time. Brad,
you quit it.
I know. I'm on you, Brad.
Where's he been spending his nights?
Pretending to be a knight. Spending his nights.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah. So when do you guys
go.
want to head out?
Well,
First
in the
thing.
morning,
First thing. All right.
Yeah.
like 5:30.
I mean, we were
Sure.
going to do other things.
Rise with the
but
dawn.
5:30 for 7.
First light.
All right. So Arcavius says any supplies you need, he'll gladly provide you with.
Nah, wouldn't be right.
No. He was very kind, but we don't.
We'll take some water for the horses.
Well, yeah.
Sure. You do find that your horses and squires have been stabled and cared for and are now fresh to renew their travels.
Squires have been brushed. Just
Yep, the squires have been brushed. And
What the hell?
Tathan, are you bringing your hairdresser with you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm whispering up my sleeve. Oh,
Yeah.
And Sergeant Joe.
You need to
Hospital Joe? Is he coming
Hospital
over?
Joe's, he's
Okay.
We're
in.
a team.
All right.
Yep, he's there.
Me and Joe.
Okay.
By the way, this red light looks like a hot lamp, like a heat lamp at a restaurant. Like,
Like
Oh,
you
it
ever showers?
does.
yeah, hey, I'm like, oh,
Like them showers.
Yeah.
Sitting there for 20 minutes.
no!
There. How's that?
I've seen it.
You're going into the woods, so now it's green.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wiles.
And my chowder, please.
Oh, that chowder.
Order up.
Hello, Doug.
All right. So you cross the moors easily enough, and
These are irresistibly
Thank
wholesome.
you. Hey.
You know they're good.
let's see. Everyone make awareness rolls.
Uh-oh. No,
Balls, balls.
we're screwed. I made
Oh, I
it.
fail.
I made it. Made it.
All right.
I'm the dope.
So Leander and Tathan, as you ride into these woods that are on the far side of the moors, you begin to hear, it's like the woods themselves are singing you a song.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
what are they saying? What are they saying?
Well, it's like the rustle of leaves, the gentle wind in the treetops. It all seems very melodic. You know, it's not just random sounds. You know, it's like the sounds of the woods actually have a melody to them. The murmuring of a brook, you know, providing counterpoint and so forth. But
Don't listen to the
as
trees.
you ride further into the woods, you begin to realize it's actually the sound of a woman singing.
Oh. She's in this wood.
So everyone can make awareness or hunting rolls if you wish.
I make my awareness.
Make my awareness.
I fail.
Okay. Good thing you're following these two jokers.
I went.
So, yeah, it's pretty easy to follow the sound of the singing as it grows louder. Yeah, at last you come upon a bower of trees and bushes.
Here we are. This is it. This has to be
The
it.
singing is coming from within.
Ooh.
The trees are so thick here that the bower pretty much blocks any further progress.
Okay.
The vines, branches, and limbs are curved and woven
Oh boy.
to create a tight, somewhat egg-shaped edifice.
Oh.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's about 7 feet high. There's an opening that is small and circular, kind of like a swallow's nest.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you may only pass through on foot. You would have to leave your mounts
Not
outside.
presumed as such.
Right. Well, fair enough.
Going in?
Let's go.
Well, wait a minute. Now it's somebody's dwelling. Perhaps we should knock.
Is there a door?
No, it's just an open. It's like a swallow's
Well, I'm
nest.
gonna hail. I'm gonna stick. Hey, in there.
Okay. Yeah. You call in.
All right.
The singing is uninterrupted. There is no acknowledgement from within.
All right.
All right, then. Let's go.
Onwards.
I'm gonna have to draw my sword first.
Yeah, it's
Can we-
dark in there.
Oh,
isn't it?
that's smart.
We're gonna need a
That's
little bit of
smart.
light.
Get some swords out. It seems dim.
It's dim, but
Looks
you can
like your
still
eyes
see.
will adjust.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you enter. Beneath your armored feet, the floor crunches a bit because it is made of roped vines and branches.
Okay, that's not bad.
On all vines, however, it's a good thing you have armor on your feet because on all vines there are cruel,
Thorns.
wicked thorns gleaming.
Aha! These are the thorns.
Yeah.
The bower ceiling is high and circular. A constant rain of what looks like teardrops is falling from every thorn in the ceiling,
Oh wow.
splinking and plattering on your armor.
It's disgusting and creepy. So let's move forward.
At the center of the bower, it's not a big space, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
like a walk-in closet,
Okay.
basically.
All right.
you know.
All right.
Okay. Good.
At the center of the bower, the vines and branches upon the floor sweep up to create a giant chair
Oh, God.
made of vines, thorns, and wood. The throne is intricate and cunning,
Yes.
and sitting upon it is a lady.
Lady Heleth.
She is dressed in darkest green, as to be almost black. Her hair is raven, and her skin the pale white of one who has not seen the sun in some time.
All right.
She is weaving a tapestry constructed of vines, leaves, and nettles, and is puncturing the fabric with a hooked needle made from one of the largest thorns. She is singing. The song is coming from her mouth. And the sound is filling the entire bower, such that it is quite affecting.
Oh dear.
Furthermore, the throne upon which she sits partially encases her.
Right.
It kind of grows around her. And the largest and sharpest of the thorns are all pointing directly towards her heart.
Ooh. All right.
The song she is singing, you can now make out the words. And this is the song.
Ready?
Cloak of feathers, shield of bread. Can't write it down unless you have writing implement
Son
on
of
you.
a gun.
What do you mean? Really?
Cloak of feathers,
Is
shield
that a
of
new
bread.
thing?
It's specified here. I'll give you. You'll have a chance to remember it.
You're gonna have to remember this.
Fat
This is
chance.
poetry. This is your thing now.
Oh, okay.
True.
Cloak of feathers, bread of what now?
Shield
Oh my god.
bread.
Cloak of feathers, shield of bread, crown of blooms upon thy head, sword of soil, flute of bone, mask of grass to call thy own, stone of water thick and sour, lead thee so unto my bower. Now, you can all make compose rolls to commit that to memory.
Oh.
Can I passionate?
Oh, I made it! I rolled a 1!
All right.
See, I knew it was you. I haven't even posted 0. And I
Oh, Jesus, wow. Embarrassing.
Oh, I made it too.
Alright, great.
Now my compose is 10. I don't know why I was.
Okay, so I'll give you a copy of this.
Dryness is feeling like cutting and burning at this point.
Slash and burn.
This is an unclean environment. No wonder she's nuts.
It's witchcraft. Alright, so there's the
Look at
song.
this now.
All
All
right.
right. We got it.
Yep. Okay.
A puzzle. You have a
Yeah.
puzzle for us. We need some kind of bread.
So
Okay, so yep. That's
shield
that.
of bread.
Yes. Cloak of
Mask
feathers,
grass.
shield of bread.
All right. So does she know we're there?
So basically, she sings it to each one of you.
Oh, God.
Her only, she looks up from her sewing and she looks at each one of you in turn, sings the whole thing, looks at the next person, sings the whole
I
thing.
just can't take this.
Oh my God.
The whole
Uh-oh.
thing.
Witchy.
Exactly.
But she's singing it distractedly as though to herself.
Yeah.
You know? And then she goes back to her sewing.
Sure, well, yeah.
And she's not singing anymore? Like
She's not looking at you. She's not acknowledging you. You know.
Okay, so she's got these giant thorns directly at her heart.
Yeah.
So I think any quick movement would kill her.
Yeah.
No sudden moves.
Right.
Right. So we don't want to do that. Can we go forward past this bower to?
There's no other apparent exit from here.
Oh, okay. So we have to get out of there
Right.
and then go somewhere else.
Does she need us to bring her all this crap? Is
Yeah.
that the deal? We already drank this nasty.
She says, lead thee so unto my bower.
lead thee.
Yeah. So bring them to me. Bring them to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, so we got. God, we're never
All
gonna
right.
get
So
to the damn
shield
city.
of bread. Can we make a shield? No. Okay. So we have to go.
No, it's that crazy loaf.
Yeah.
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 Like
Well,
crazy loaf.
Crazy loaf.
Dried it out a little, right?
Yeah, it felt like eating a shield.
Shield, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Fiber.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Fibers.
So we need
But
to find these items.
The cloak of the feather. How do we do that? What are we doing?
So we have to, I think we have to go further into the forest and look for these items.
All right. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it.
So let's get out of here.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave the bower,
Okay.
which apparently no other knights have been able to do.
No,
Correct.
you're just leaving the nest.
Of the nest
If
part.
you want to stay in the forest to find
Yeah.
the materials,
Yeah, I think so.
you're seeing that's a difference.
Yeah.
Maybe we can snag ourselves a naked dude and ask him what happened. What he tried.
Thank you guys.
Some guy's trying to run by. He's clothesline him. Right. Give us some answers. Suddenly it gets all hard boiled.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So you step out of the bower, and your squires and horses are still there,
What was
but
creepy,
Cool.
guys?
you now see a clear path leading deeper into the woods.
Oh,
there we go.
Yes, just as
Yeah.
Leander
So
mentioned.
Brad, did this? I mean,
Brad.
what Did you see this happen? Did you see this change here?
What? What
The
change?
scenery.
What change?
The scenery. There's a path into the forest now.
It's always been here.
Okay, that's a lie, but I'll let you go on this time.
You know, it's 5 spankings per lie.
Oh God, it's a little late for that.
What?
I don't know what kind of relationship you have with
I
Brad.
don't have that kind of relationship with Brad. Thank you very
Who
much.
has the time for that?
Yeah, seriously.
right.
So,
Or the energy, goodness.
Not 20 years old anymore.
no, we're not.
All right.
So we're gonna venture forward
Down.
into this forest, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So you venture down the path.
All right.
Okay. So,
Mysterious path.
So you ride through the woods. In due course, the woods give way, and you see ahead of you the path runs along the middle of a steep, rocky hill,
Oh God.
looking out over some moors.
Okay.
Let's go.
No mores.
I know. No more moors.
More moves.
Moops.
So it runs around the curve of the hill. Following the curve, of course, you know, to your left is a steep slope. To your right is a precipitous drop.
Okay.
The path is wide enough to allow you to guide your horses along.
Oh God, I can't even ride them. We got to guide them.
Well, you can ride them if you want,
No,
but if they
it's all right.
spook, that's the end of you.
I don't need that.
Yeah. About midpoint along the circumference of the hill, the the path takes on a muddy aspect. It's a long patch of mud.
All right.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Was there something about that in the poem?
No. Sort of soil.
Sort of soil.
Stone of water, thick and sour. Shield of bread, kind of blooms.
Well, the stone of water is tears, right?
Right,
It's thick
that's
and
what I
sour
figured.
burst.
Yeah.
We already drank that part. You got that down.
Yeah,
We
stone,
drank that
stone
part.
of water. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's got to be tear. I thought it was.
So this is mud.
This is mud. Now there is it's about 10 yards in length. Flanking the path on the upward side of the hill is a row of high stakes made of plain wood. They are poking out of the mud in a line along the side of the path,
So you can't avoid it.
creating a wall between the mud and the hillside. All right. They run exactly the length of the mud.
Interesting.
All right.
So
I want to try pulling one of those up.
Okay. You pull at the stake.
And
Make an awareness roll.
Oh,
I fail it.
Oh, okay.
all right, can we? I mean, we're watching you do
you're
this.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I crit it.
Oh,
I made it.
Check that awareness.
Nice.
Leander, you notice that the stake is exactly the width of the path.
Aha!
Oh, we lay them out on top of the mud.
Yeah, to go forward. Okay, let's do that. Good
Yeah.
thinking.
All right.
All right, let's pull these out. Brad, get to work.
Yeah, no, that's squire work
This
for
is your
sure.
punishment for
Definitely squire work.
lying about the
Yeah.
path being
Oh my
shown.
All right.
There goes the lady. So we're going to clip-clop over this makeshift raft, essentially.
Exactly. So you clip a clopper. The weight of your horses driving the stakes down into the mud.
Pushing it deeply and
so
lodging it.
you can tell the mud would have been quite a bit of quicksand.
You see how we win? We win this one.
Screw you, death trap.
See?
All right. So, all right. So you follow the course of the hill, and the road descends
It descends.
into more gentle land, undulating land.
Okay.
Light woodlands crop up around you, and ahead of you, you see a town.
A
I
town.
didn't expect that.
No.
It's a small town.
It's a hamlet? Right.
And you can see that the entire population is crowded into the town square.
Oh, that's nuts. What now?
There seems to be a set of stocks on the dais.
Stocks, eh?
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Let's hit the poem here.
Well, we have to see who's going to be.
Nothing. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Getting punished.
Decided.
Nothing. We've ridden into a hamlet.
Okay.
in which everybody and their uncle is in the middle of the town, and there are stocks. There are people in the stocks, right?
There's a person in the stocks.
Oh, just one.
I was like, everyone in town
Is in a stock. Who was the last man standing on that?
Oh, I can lock myself in. Don't worry about it.
I've been doing this forever.
I'm comfortable in it.
Yeah, it feels great. All right, so everyone's surrounding this person in stocks. Is it
Right.
Sir Herringdale?
Is it a...
Well, as you ride towards the crowd of people, you can see they are pelting the man in the stocks with rotted and overripe fruit and vegetables.
What a time of plenty we're living in.
Yeah,
now.
wasteful.
Great.
I know.
Yeah, the wastelands are a distant memory.
Now throwing rotted
Do
fruit.
you see how quickly?
Yeah, there's a rather fat, red-faced fellow encouraging such behavior. Telling the
This
townspeople
guy.
to lay it on hard.
Oh, yeah.
What is the meaning of this, good sir? Or peasant?
One thing is that the man in the stocks is haranguing the townspeople with the most rich and florid insults.
I love this guy.
Good.
He's a big toe-headed man with a crop
Another
of
one.
close-cut blonde hair.
Is it Kay? Is it Sir Kay?
It's okay.
It is not.
Oh.
Right, we recognize him?
You do
He's
see.
an Orkney.
Actually, everyone make awareness rolls.
Failure.
Oh, I fail by
Minute.
one.
Hey!
Yay!
Tathan, you see that there is indeed a suit of armor and a shield that have been piled up near the stocks.
Really?
So
Really?
indicating this man is probably a knight.
Herringdale.
What
Wait,
hairline?
Herringdale?
Herringdale.
Herringdale.
You can make a heraldry roll. Mm-hmm. A Herringdale roll.
I make it.
No, only
Oh.
Tathan.
Made it.
Okay.
3.
Awesome.
Okay, check your heraldry. You recognize them as the coat of arms of Sir Elfric, a Saxon knight.
Ew.
A
He's
Saxon.
blonde. We didn't need
I hate
that.
those.
What's he doing here?
We didn't need that. So, what's the meaning of this, you say?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Peasants. What are you doing?
I don't like
It
this.
is not
I don't
you to
like that
portion
principle.
justice.
I think this is bad.
So the fat fellow looks a little alarmed when he sees you all at the edge of the crowd.
You little neat dumb.
And he's like, I can explain, and he's kind of pushing his way through the crowd as everyone stops hurling for a moment.
You need another hero.
And the Sir Elfric's like, oh, he can explain all right,
I love that guy.
Yeah.
but maybe you can explain how you got so fat
Oh,
Oh, wow.
while you're at it.
Off the topic.
damn.
That's beside the point at this juncture.
Yeah.
So the large man introduces himself as Dulad the Miller.
Oh, God. Of
It's a
course it's a
grain,
Miller.
it's up to you.
Of course it's a Miller.
Have you heard about gluten-free? He says, trust me, good sirs, we would never treat a knight in such a manner. But
Well,
this,
you are.
But this knight pushed us past all points of endurance.
What did he do?
He came into town and rudely insisted that we provide him with food, drink, and shelter.
That's normal.
What?
That's
We-
a normal request.
We complied. We
Oh,
complied.
alright.
Okay.
But the more he drank, the more intemperate and rude his language became.
Well, that
Until he hurled offense at every man and woman in sight.
That's normal. What, again, I don't see anything
He
wrong
would
with the
retract
story.
none of these statements, and when he finally insulted the honor of Lady Heleth,
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
all right.
our liege, it was too much.
Yeah.
We threw him in the stocks and knocked him out cold. So violent did his actions become.
Okay.
Damn.
He woke up this morning.
Wow.
We were all set to release him, thinking a night in the stocks would have set him right.
That's right.
No.
But instead, as you can see, he's every bit as belligerent and rude as ever.
All right.
What more do you expect of a Saxon?
He refuses to retract any of his statements, including that he made of Lady Heleth.
Well, he's obviously in the throes of whatever it is that drives these guys ultimately
Madness.
this road.
I agree.
So this is stage one.
This road.
Ultimately
Stage
just-
one.
So our
And then
chance
the sheds
now,
come out.
we can ask, yeah, exactly. We can ask him if he's on the same quest as we are at this point.
Yes, let's
Oh.
ask him. Let's talk to him as knights.
Yeah, a fellow knight.
You may not understand this.
Exactly.
What's going on? What's your problem? Why are you behaving in this fashion?
So he,
We may not be able to.
Yeah.
Anything but.
yeah, as you approach him, he says, "Oh, who's this trio?"
Okay,
Yeah,
you know what?
so-
We're
That's a
badasses,
spill.
and you obviously have some problems. So why are you?
I have problems. You're one to talk, buddy. You look like a gnome on a horse.
I wasn't riding my horse. How's that?
You look like a gnome in armor.
Okay, you know what? I already know that. Okay, I know my faults. I know what's wrong with me. I'm okay with me.
That's right.
Now,
That's
what
right.
I'm gonna say.
You should really do something about it.
What should I do? What can I do about it? It's a freaking.
No.
I would turn away, but I'm in stocks right now, and I'm kind of
13th
forced to look at you. So.
All right, you know my pride is getting a little wrinkled
gotta
here.
focus.
You guys, what do you guys do?
What's your proud again?
16.
All right, make a modest check. Make a modest check.
Oh, I want to. No, my proud is 15.
Okay.
Actually, I almost want to. I want to roll against my. I want to see if I pick up a vegetable and throw it at his face.
Ooh, yeah. So modest.
Get
Roll
so
modest.
mad. Okay, roll modest. Oh, I make my modest.
Ah, so you repress the urge.
Oh, so tempted.
Check your modest.
All right.
He's
So.
obviously throws a bewitchment.
You think so?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But maybe you
Ask
could at
him
least
what you
tell
think.
us
Yeah.
He can't
like where
speak
he's
truth.
been.
Yeah.
What brought you here, Sir Knight?
What brought me here?
Oh, no.
What brought you here?
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? You can't
I
answer
asked
every
you first.
question with a question. Yeah. What is this shit?
What if he's got to say the opposite of what he's thinking?
Oh. That's a good point.
This could be a bewitchment of that nature. So maybe we could play a little
Interesting.
game and figure out.
Oh. You know an awful lot about witches.
That Faye.
Gotta know thine enemy.
Yeah, but the Fae,
The Fae passion? Mm-hmm. Know it.
So, what trait would you be using to try and do some reverse psychology on him?
That wouldn't be
good intrigue.
No, it would be. You have to do a
Or
trait
either.
that's opposed to his
trait, a
proud.
trait, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
merciful. I have a 15 merciful.
Oh, trying to understand someone.
Forgiving. I have a 16.
Oh, there we go. I'm liking that.
So, the Lord forgives all of our sins and so forth. Mm-hmm. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so it's going to be an opposed roll against his proud.
cool.
So go ahead and roll your forgiving.
4.
Okay. I rolled a 7.
Damn it. No joy.
No joy.
There's no joy to be had.
So he tells you where you could stuff your Bible.
Oh
Exactly.
wow,
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
not gonna fit there. Okay, okay. My bench coming up. And he's speaking of with my companion this way. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to throw some vegetables in his
Making you
face.
break out into a sweat.
I fumble.
You fumble!
Fumbled your.
So where does that carry?
Check your-
Fumbled my trait.
Check your forgiving, and so yeah, you've got no problem with this guy whatsoever.
I'm like, he's great.
You know what?
He's wonderful. I love this guy.
About time somebody
But,
said to me.
he's like,
About time somebody took me down a notch.
he's like, let me out of these stocks and I'll fight any one of you.
Oh no, he didn't.
I will fight any one of you.
No, he won't. No, you can't do that. You cannot threaten
He's
us.
a Saxon.
Are you a round table
Yeah.
knight? I don't know. Maybe he's a round table.
Why would I want to be a round table knight? That club's for losers.
Whoa!
Hey, what about your loser club? Maybe I want to join your loser club.
What the hell are you talking about?
Let's try and do
He's
this.
insulting our liege and God. I'm willing to fight him.
Oh,
Ooh,
what?
all right.
Yeah,
Put him in his place. Put him in his place.
22.
What have you got? What have you got?
Loyalty liege?
Loyalty leaves.
Arthur,
The Arthur.
15. What is it? 17.
What are you?
No, it's 22.
22.
Oh.
And
Oh.
I sort of feel like I have
Yeah, I think
So
that's.
you went blind.
Yeah.
Passion.
to. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So the stocks are loosed. The townspeople back off and give you a nice circle to fight in.
Fight.
He has
Ancient
returned.
sword.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he has returned his armor and sword and says, "First blood."
All right.
What is wrong with this guy?
Nothing. He's
Flute of bone, mask of grass.
Okay. So impassioning, I think.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Massive.
I like this guy. And I love
Yep, I made it.
All right, so plus 10 to your sword in addition to the bonus from the bronze.
So it's
Sword.
plus 12 then.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All
Oh my
right.
god, you're gonna kill him before we get the goods.
I know. We
Damn it.
need more information.
Take and chill it.
Yeah.
You can always voluntarily withhold.
Yeah.
If you roll really high, you can say I'm withholding my
Rebate.
blow, and then it's half damage.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can always.
It's just first blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
Then
for
you have
blood.
to
Don't lose it.
hopefully.
Yeah. No, don't let him.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right. Crit.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. So double damage.
No.
Do half damage.
Can I hold him back? Can I jump in?
Nope.
I can't? Oh, that's chivalry.
That's weird.
Unchivalry.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That's
is.
between
That's
them.
unchivalry.
That's
Unchivalry.
unchivalry. That's non-chivalry. You have violated the chivalry.
The chivalry is.
Oh, I rolled a bunch of. Okay, 1, 8, 13, 16. Is that even.
And again.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah, that's right. 10,
Growly.
16, 19, 22.
22. Okay.
Time,
So he's wearing a partial plate. He did not.
That's it?
He did not make his roll at all. He failed his sword roll outright,
Oh
so he
my
doesn't
God.
get a shield bonus.
Weird.
So,
Because it's opposite day.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know.
in other words, you landed a good shot on him. That is not enough to cause a major wound. It's enough to wound him, first blood,
Okay.
and enough to knock him down. Maybe.
Chastise him a bit.
No, he does keep his feet, but he's kind of like when you hit him,
Chastened.
he's chastened. He's kind of clutching his arm where you cut through the chainmail between the plates.
Dude, what is wrong with you? See what you're doing?
So he kind of shakes his head a little bit and says, I forgot myself.
Here we see the real man emerge.
You're right.
So,
What are you doing here?
I apologize. My deepest apologies to everyone. Please let me pay you for the service you've rendered. I retract
Look at this guy
anything and
trying to
everything.
Wow.
Typical 1%. Okay.
Oh, and
I get,
Tathan, go ahead and check your just.
Okay,
Nice.
and I'll get Gumrit to tend to his wound.
When did you forget yourself?
And everybody check your merciful and proud.
When did you forget yourself? What is your last memory of being in your right mind?
My last memory is of seeing this town and thinking I might get a drink and something to eat.
And what exactly
What
were
place
you
is this gin?
drinking?
I think I know who it is.
Wheeler.
Government.
Sorry. All right. Yes, that's a good question too.
He was limping. Okay.
So he says, I don't know. It's all very fuzzy right now.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Do you think these townspeople poisoned you?
What?
I don't know.
Ridiculous.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out any option that would cause you to
No.
be-
These are good folk.
All right. Well, are you on the quest for the Bower, like Lady Helith? And because they said you were disparaging her.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh God,
No, he
great.
didn't.
knows
Okay, then
nothing.
we don't want you. We
got
don't want to
nothing.
be. We don't want to know you. We're gonna pretend this never happened, and we're gonna back away slowly.
Very well. I will be on my way.
No.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Well, he's more than willing to
legit
head out.
done.
Yeah, he says I was trying to find the city of legions and I wandered. into this.
Oh,
Yeah, so were we.
Town.
So were
yeah.
we.
So, what have you found with regard to that castle?
The city of legions.
I mean,
Yes.
no.
I don't know. I'm going to have to continue looking for it, I suppose.
Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe
It's a
been in
well-known
here
city.
This whole
It's
time.
an actual.
Okay.
Okay.
I
It's
thought it
a
was
thing that
symbolic.
exists.
Yeah. All right.
That's the thing. Should he come with us, maybe?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, if you want to join us, we are also seeking that, but we are on a quest before we head out to find the city.
Very well. I shall ride with you.
It may be a bit roundabout, but we're good company.
Yeah, Hospital Joe is like really fun.
Blast.
He
He's
is-
a riot.
He's the best. His jokes are amazing.
All right.
All right. So
What's his sword look like? Just wondering.
Yeah,
Just a
You.
This
regular steel sword.
yeah. Is it a sword of soil?
No, it is not a sword
Nothing
of sword.
dirty. Or...
What is it about him? Why? Why? I don't know. Okay.
No, he's intriguing.
He's intriguing.
All right, we're gonna head forward.
Down the path.
Okay. So you
I'm
ride
gonna give a
on.
withering glance at the redhead.
Oh,
The breadhead,
Yeah, the big redhead. I just don't like it.
the red face
red-faced fellow.
Yeah.
dude.
I just don't care for him.
Yeah.
He's a miller.
He's
The miller.
Big sense.
I don't like him.
Would
Yeah.
he have a shield made of bread?
Oh, you genius!
Yeah, you are a genius. It's true. Yeah, you are. All right, look. Yeah, before we leave, Tathan, you're brilliant. Let's go and inquire this miller and see if he has any sort of
Bread.
bread.
That we
Yeah.
can fashion into something resembling a shield.
Yeah.
A round, a
Wheel.
giant round.
Yes,
Yes, a
wheel
wheel
of
of
bread.
bread.
Yeah. There you go.
Bread
Massive wheel of bread.
Bread wheel.
He apologizes. He says he does not bake the bread. He merely runs the
Where's the
mill.
baker?
All right, very well then.
But yes, he could arrange for such a odd implement
It
to
is
be
odd.
You
created.
know what?
I agree that it's
We don't
excellent.
want you to judge a request We are just wanting you to actually execute it.
We've gotten rid of this pestering.
We're wanting you to
for you, so
Yes.
yeah.
So,
Just payment.
absolutely. No, they're more than happy to do it. You wait around for a few hours, and well, they gotta bake. They gotta knead the dough. They gotta let the dough rise. They gotta bake the bread. You
It's a long
know.
process.
I didn't realize what I was saying.
Deliciousness.
All right, yeah, hold on.
We have to prevent ourselves from eating the
I know,
bread.
it smells so good. Like, can we make smaller ones for us?
Yeah.
Of course, absolutely. More than happy
Yeah,
to.
Bread.
Do you want
not
to stay here
moldy.
overnight? It's midday. I mean,
Yeah. I say we do.
Oh, okay.
We gotta pace ourselves.
all right.
There's a lot of items on this. I'm old, dude.
The old dude says we're stopping.
Oh
we're
yeah.
stopping.
Yeah.
How old is this other knight? The stop.
Oh, he's like
What's his
in
name
his
again?
Sir Elfric.
Elfric.
He's in his 20s.
So
He's
do
Mike
you like being a
Nelson.
Saxon?
He's Mike Nelson.
Mike.
Totally is.
Oh my god,
Oh
Hilarious.
my god, he totally is.
that's great.
So, do you like being a Saxon knight, or what's?
It's sort of an odd question.
Well, you do know that
Do
Saxon.
you like being a whatever kind of knight you are?
Hell yes, I do. I'm an Aquitanian. I love my heritage.
Oh, that's
I'm
sweet.
completely prideful in all of my wheelings and dealings.
Oh, it's hard.
Well then, let's so yeah, you're both prideful bastards. So
It's a hard track.
let's do opposed proud rolls
Yeah.
here, shall we?
All right,
Oh
Yeah.
God! See when there's no TV, you see what happens.
Yeah, I make it with a
With,
9.
with a 9, he beats you with a 14. So he
Whoa.
gets into like this whole thing about how Saxons are the best because they were awesome to begin with, and now that they're
Oh,
knights
jeez.
as well, they're even more awesome.
Gotta
And
hate
as you're
Saxons
talking, you're
13, I need
drinking
to
the
take a walk
ale.
outside.
You know,
Yeah.
you're outside the ale house. You're just
Do you know
drinking
Sir
away.
Siegbright?
Ooh, I
It's
wonder.
like, yeah, I heard of him.
I heard
Yeah,
all of you
I bet I
Saxons
could
know
take
each
him.
other.
I bet I could take that asshole.
Oh,
I could
wait,
take
what?
all of you. Yeah, that's right.
He's drinking. No,
Yeah,
wait, are we
wait a
drinking?
minute, wait a
are we
minute.
Yeah,
drinking?
you've been drinking.
Are we getting the same way?
Yeah, no, you're
getting
not.
belligerent.
No, he's
No,
getting.
he's just a
He's
belligerent.
just he's
Yeah.
angry drunk is all.
He's like, you can all go fuck yourselves and so
Yes,
forth.
yes,
all right.
yes,
And
yes,
at,
all right.
at that moment, the baker comes up with the shield of bread, and he grabs it and tears it in half. He's like, "This is what I think of your stupid bread shield," and he throws it at you. Jumps on his horse and rides off.
Those guys are fun to party with, though.
You know,
And you're doing serious business.
It's right after him.
oh my god.
What a dick.
Yeah.
You want to ride after him?
No.
No.
Let him
No.
rot.
Let's rebake that shield and
Let's just
Yeah, can you
Put a
make
pretzel in
another
the center
shield
and
of
glue
we'll
bread?
get the old one too.
Yeah, we're gonna eat it all. We're gonna eat just for it. It's still good.
Yeah,
You can still eat it.
Well, yeah, it's still
Too
good.
good.
Make a baguette out of it.
That's right.
Yeah, can I make us another shield?
Yes, they can make you
One
another
more
shield of
day.
bread.
We can spread it amongst everyone. Can have
Yeah,
some
everyone
bread.
can have bread.
All right. So you all
Party.
have a jolly time that evening at the ale house.
You're a loser, huh?
Yeah.
And the next morning at the crack of dawn,
That's pretty
the
great.
second bread shield is provided for you.
Yay! Second bread shield.
And
All right.
you all head out.
Okay.
So, you find out the town is called Blackburn, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
All right. Duly noted.
Irrelevant. Moving forward.
So, from Blackburn, the forest
Blackburn.
begins to encroach again, hills rising up on either side. So it's a rather gloomy ride out of Blackburn.
You know what's distressing me about this, guys, is that we were supposed to look for the city of Legion.
I know.
Legions.
City of Legions. Oh, I should have had that in the Grail quest. Damn it.
Next time around.
Next time.
Rock City, baby. So yeah, and then now we're stuck in this quest. We were first going to look for
This
this
is
Castle of
nature
Gloom.
questing.
Yeah,
I know.
quest begets quest.
There's a woman screaming right now.
I know. There's a
Alright.
lot of, I mean, seriously, and some guys getting off on it. So
Oh, that's
Boy.
awful.
it's all
There's
disturbing.
nothing I could hate more than that.
I know, it's
Right
worse.
there.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is,
What do you want to
I thought
abandon
we were
ship?
over. No, I just thought we were over quest at this point.
Nobody ever said that.
I'm feeling like I am. I'm just tired.
Oh, you're over quest?
I'm just being a cranky old man right
Oh, okay.
Jen.
Where's your concubine? Get
Just
her
in a
around
lot of
here.
pain.
Who's your concubine?
Artemis, where are
Nothing
you?
wrong with it here that Artemis can't fix. Artemis get to getting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So,
Did you make the name? That's an ironic name.
Oh no, I just picked it
Oh.
because of It's Always Sunny.
wait, what name?
Artemis.
Artemis. Oh,
She's
nice.
the goddess of virginity. That's
Yeah,
really funny.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the heart though. No.
So, are you saying your concubine has a bleached asshole? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
she's a
saying?
bleached asshole.
All right. So,
That's funny.
Yeah. No, she's an amazing.
What?
Artemis, don't you remember that thing?
Isn't she?
She's the dark-haired girl on It's All Said
exactly.
Dee's
She's a
friend.
dark-haired girl.
Yeah, she's like an
She was
actress.
so creative and wonderful.
Oh yeah,
she's
hilarious.
great. But yeah, that's like when you first meet her as a character. She's
like,
like, my name's Artemis. I have a bleached asshole.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That just went right through my head.
Yeah, no, it's
I completely immediately forgot
Yeah,
about
it's good.
that.
It's good.
I like it when she's out in front of the, and she's got that costume. And
Yes.
they're both doing like street theater. Oh man, that's the greatest.
It's amazing.
All right. Anyway,
All right, so you're making your way through these gloomy woods.
Yes.
it's gloomy.
And,
Why are you squinting?
Do we see Sir Alfred?
Am I?
Squinting?
Well, I'm getting some glare from the
Oh,
outdoors.
okay. Say something then.
I didn't realize I was squinting. Thank you.
You're working real hard.
Welcome.
All right, so so as you're making your way down this forest-choked pathway,
I did.
I did. I was like, was that the sound?
I know,
Did
I was like,
the sound just
crap,
spike?
you had the note exactly.
That was you. Okay. A group of hunters bounds out of the woods on the trail ahead of you. They are on foot, armed with spears and farm implements.
Oh God!
All right, you know what? They're not.
Sword of soil. Is
Yes.
it a rake or
What?
Ooh, that's a
A
good
spade.
one. That's a good
Sword
one.
of Soil. Oh, I'm so
great.
glad you're on our team.
Yes. Taven's brilliant.
Taven's a genius.
Yes.
So you have to go to Geeks Who Drink.
Yes.
You win.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We should do that
Yeah.
every Thursday night. We've all got cooking
Oh,
time.
cool.
Okay. All right. So
They look rather fearful and anxious.
they're fearful.
They have a somewhat stiff and crusty fishing net, that's tied up and ready for deployment.
Okay.
And they see you, eyes darting about. They ask you, "Have you seen it, sirs? Have you seen it?
are you
Have you
looking
seen
for?
the feathered beast?"
Oh,
Yes.
Cloak of feathers.
Cloak of
Yeah.
feathers. No, we have not.
No, but
But
we
we
are
are
interested.
interested.
We can help you with that.
Do tell us more about this
Yeah.
cloak of
It's
feathers.
big. We can look after it for you. I mean, we'll
We'll
go
kill
with
it.
you.
Let's go
Look-
kill it.
Yeah, we'll go look with you.
Come on.
Skin it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good day. This is a good day indeed. Yes, please follow us.
Okay.
We can show you its lair.
A lair now. There's a lair.
You should have a nest.
It's
So,
questing beast. Questing beast.
So as they walk
Oh.
through the woods, they tell you everything they know, but
isn't
they're
good.
constantly interjecting and correcting each other.
Right.
So this
it's
is
a questing beast.
This is either a
damn.
terrible bird, or it's a flock of birds that comes together and forms a giant bird, or it's a feathered dragon of some sort.
Yeah, no.
Or
Or-
This is a classic, cryptozoology group.
Yeah.
basically,
Nothing
yes.
wrong about that.
What they all agree on is that animals have been seized from their pens. Lately, men have been attacked.
Oh, that's not good.
And everyone can agree that it has fangs, claws, feathers, wings, and that it is cruel and cunning.
All right, fine.
It sounds like a normal bird.
Yep, let's kill it.
Typical bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Going forth.
Onward.
So they through some broken trees, they point out a rocky hill, and the going between where you are and where the hill is sufficiently rough to oblige you to proceed on foot, should you so choose.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna keep.
But you
going.
can see that up on the side of the hill there is a large cave mouth,
Oh,
and
It's a dragon.
yeah.
yeah,
Are there bones outside of this
no,
cave mouth?
no,
Really?
no. As you're looking, though, a terrible roar comes from within the cave.
There we go.
Yeah.
The hunters are all standing well behind you,
Oh, yeah.
spears quivering in their
Should we roll down
hands. No need for it just
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just yet.
Yeah. All
Here we
right.
go.
Well, here we are.
We draw it out.
Moves
Yeah.
out.
Should we draw it out by doing something?
Throw a rock in
Build a
it.
fire outside. It's
Oh, a fire.
Smoke it out.
Maybe. Yeah, that might be good.
We could send Joe in there.
Oh, Hospital Joe.
Hospital
Yeah, we
Joe
should
is my
have.
companion.
We should have kept Elfric around. Elfric in
Got
there.
him drunk and
Yeah,
told him he
just throw him in
couldn't
there.
fight that monster.
So, give him a little push and off he goes.
Oh man, you can't fight that monster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Elfric.
Yeah. All right. Good times. So,
Montgomery.
oh man.
Sending a squire to do a nice job.
Oh,
Sounds like
that's-
some honor lost to me.
Yeah,
Wow.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
So the screaming or roaring or whatever, is it getting closer or is it
No, it's just
way
one,
back
it was a
there?
big roar and then it echoes and then,
And then that's
fades
it?
away. Mhm.
Oh,
It was just like, I'm here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh, come get me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well,
yeah.
I guess we have to go get it.
All right.
Yeah, let's set a fire in front of its How
Okay.
big is this cave mouth?
Oh, maybe about 10 feet high, 10 feet wide.
Well, we'd have to
I don't know,
build a
that's-
pretty big
that's
fire.
fine. That's fine. It's smaller than I thought it would be.
You think?
Yeah. No, I think that's acceptable.
Alright, let's
We'll
build
start there.
Let's build a fire.
We'll start
Let's
the
build a fire.
deal.
Yeah.
You do note there's a sort of natural chimney opening at the top of the hill.
We're just gonna
Is
be
there
nice
smoke
and
coming
comfy.
out? Yeah, it's like, ooh. There's a chimney?
It's gonna be like, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they'll come out and talk, and then we'll kill it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You're just going to walk up the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't we walk up that?
I don't know.
All right, so in due course, you reach the cave mouth, and all is dark within.
Right, it's a dark cave mouth.
Sure. No.
Get
You can
it,
make
get it.
awareness rolls.
Failing
I make
again.
it,
Oh,
I
I
make
quit.
it.
Failed.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I made it.
Yeah.
All right, so Leander and Tathan, you can see through the gloom. There is indeed a very large creature curled up
what?
inside.
Was it sleeping or was it awake?
Well, it is stirring.
Stirring.
Yes.
You think it likes bread? We got a lot of that.
Yeah.
Bet you it does.
There's a lot of bread.
Highly addictive.
Yeah, it is. If it's like a big bird, then, just feed some breadcrumbs.
Well, what you can see is that it has a sort of serpentine shape
Okay.
with big bat wings.
It's
But
a
then you
dragon.
see a bunch of oily black feathers, and then they seem to be sort of crawling around, and then you realize that it's a bunch of black birds covering this creature.
Aha!
Cloak of feathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's those
Birds are freaking
the symbiotic organism type thing happening here.
Yeah. They're
Like a shark.
parasite.
Yeah, we could
Or
somehow
parasite.
convince them to.
Glom onto us.
Yeah.
If only Alfred was here.
You think if we
Only.
kill the monster, then it'll just form a cape on whoever?
Maybe.
Where's the
Is it killing?
monster's skin?
Yeah, or something like that.
I just feel bad for the monster. Like,
Oh my god.
what?
You're getting soft.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, it actually picks up its head,
Oh god.
looking at all of
Says,
you.
please kill me.
It speaks to you.
Oh, shit.
It says, "I am not a barbarous creature. Drive away these birds, and I shall not attack anyone. I am driven to it, out by the agony they cause me." Ah!
All right.
These
then.
guys are
And so you can
assholes.
see that the birds are actually pecking at its scaled
Yeah.
flesh.
All right. All right. So how do we kill all these birds without harming the creature beneath?
Yeah.
We have to distract the birds and get the birds away from
What if the birds want more than the scales?
I think they're just assholes.
Can we just go grab one of the birds and just see what
Well,
happens?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's try to
Let's
get,
try it.
get up close to it.
Yeah.
Do we? Does the monster seem believable? Not
You can make a
trying to lure
trusting
us-
roll.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Somehow.
Oh, I made it.
My trusting is
Failed,
8.
I failed,
I
I'm
failed.
nervous.
I made it.
All right, Taurinus.
Yes.
Tyrannus. This guy's on the square. I'm going in there.
All right, check your trusting and go on in.
That's amazing.
So you're going to try and grab a bird.
I am.
Make a dex roll, please.
Oh, good, because I can't. No, I can't move.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
All right. So you swipe at one of the birds, and
It's quite oily.
it's
Yeah.
black and oily. They look like just
Weird.
trash birds, basically.
Oh, great.
And as you do so,
Judgment call.
Yeah, it is.
as you do
It's
so, the
trash
entire
birds.
flock takes
me?
flight.
Oh.
So you're suddenly, surrounded by this whirring flock of birds. But as the rest of you watch, you see Taurinus briefly disappear, but it's because the birds are all flying out that chimney.
Oh.
And so they fly out the chimney
Okay, where are they
Let's
going?
clog up the chimney.
and fly away into the sky.
And that's
Scattering.
it?
All right, so
That's
now's
it.
my chance to ask the dragon. Have they ever done this before?
Well, the creature looks at you all. You can make a fairy lore roll, by the way, to identify this thing.
Dang it! How come I only have a 1 in fairy
Oh,
lore?
so do I.
I got a fate
Yeah.
passion of 14 and I know nothing.
Oh, well, impassionate with your fey passion
All
then.
right,
Oh, yeah.
all right, okay, all right. Oh no, I still fail. I rolled a 19.
Oh God,
I,
that was
No, I
close.
failed.
All
Not
right.
very well.
Yes, so this serpentine creature,
Yes.
which may or may not be a dragon, but it's only a couple 100 pounds. It's not huge.
Basilisk?
Ferret?
Says
Cat snake?
it's a ferret. You got it.
Aw, so cute.
So yeah, he tells you of how the birds descended upon him some days ago or some weeks ago, and have been
Wait, days or
driving
weeks?
him
Well,
to distraction ever since.
Just worrying.
do you know why they were attracted to you?
Yeah.
Not a clue.
All right, so this hasn't been very long.
No.
No,
Did you do anything
He's like, no.
unusual?
not at all. I was just minding my own business, and then these
doing
birds
fortunate.
came for me.
Are you a dragon or a worm?
What are you?
What? What kind of question is that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a scientist.
You don't know what you are?
What's your name?
What's your name?
I
Yeah.
don't have a name.
Let's see. I do not have a name. I don't remember my parents.
All right, very
They
well.
never gave me a name.
All right, this is boring me now.
That's fine. That's
Boring.
fine. Okay.
All right, wonderful.
Well, we've
Thank you.
restored the balance.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better.
I want to get those
I
birds
will,
back.
surely.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
well.
Good. Yes.
If you have any treasure, you can pay us.
Anything?
Oh my god. Really?
We're just
Seriously?
simple humans.
Are you? What's your selfish?
7.
You can roll and see.
Never mind.
It was. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
from-
You,
All right.
you think better of it now?
Yeah,
All right.
I was wrong to say that.
What's your hospitality?
Oh God.
You're in it now.
It's not letting
It was
go.
wrong for me to say it.
All right. So,
Forgive us for our
Just kidding.
humanly ways. We hope we were able to help you, and now we have to find.
Excellent.
We found a coat of feathers. Maybe we were supposed to take the worm to the bower. Yeah. I
Are there
think-
any feathers laying around? Like they shed?
handful.
Hey.
I'll take them.
Well,
And Tathan, check the merciful and trusting for.
I think we should have taken the dragon too. But how would we have been able to do that?
No.
So this isn't the
It's
cloak
a
of
tiny-
feathers.
It's a tiny little nest she's in. That
Maybe
would-
she
But I'll still
wants.
scrape up what feathers I can and
All
just
right.
keep them with me,
That's
just in
fine.
case.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
maybe
we
these aren't
turned.
items but deeds,
That's what I'm thinking. too.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, what are the towns? Those cryptozoologists.
The cryptozoologist.
What
Yes.
do
So
they
when-
think of us?
When you return, they are overjoyed and cheering.
Yes.
They invite you to come back to their village so that they
Cool.
may express their
You're
gratitude.
cool. All right. All
Yeah,
right,
that's
okay.
fine.
All right. I don't think we have time for this, but fine.
Well, can we like swing by on the way back?
Yeah,
Source
sure.
soil.
You gotta eat. You know you're gonna eat anyway.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, yeah, they take you back to their village. Slapping you on the back, cheering, etc. the whole time. When you arrive back at the village, they tell everyone, of course, what's going on, and you are greeted with further cheers.
Yay.
Yay.
In the village square, you do note a strange sight.
Oh, it's
boy.
an Elfric.
There is a
Socks.
young fellow, tall and thin, with sensitive features, standing polishing the figure of a man made of pots and pans.
What?
Stood outside
The hell?
the chapel.
What are you polishing there, young man?
As you approach, you see he's clearly blind.
Oh.
What are you polishing there, young man?
Why, I'm polishing the armor of my master, Sir Herondale.
Oh, what?
And some of the villagers are like,
Oh. Why are you?
and they're kind of like,
Oh.
This is not armor, sir.
Oh God. You went right for it.
I did.
give yourself a just check.
I think what you are polishing here are some cooking implements. Unfortunately, you've been led astray by these ignorant peasants.
Oh.
What say you to that?
Several of the villagers are like, "Oh, come on! You're ruining our fun."
Dude, I will kick your face in if you get any closer to me. You stink. Get the hell out of my face.
Damn.
All right.
All right, so he tells you of how he was with his master when they came to the Bower, and when he brought the curse upon himself. It was at that time that the squire was blinded.
Oh.
He says, "I know that I will not see again until I can see my lord and lady happy together.
Oh God.
For my master is a good man, but so precious to him was the love of Lady Heleth that he was willing to risk their love in order to keep it."
What exactly was it that blinded you?
The same magic
Just
that drove
that
my
curse
master away, I'm
okay.
sure.
Okay, well, you're shining some pots and pans here.
He's got them with us now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to. We need to be. Yeah.
It could be our squire,
Yeah.
temporarily.
We're on a quest to
We're
see
yes.
Sir Herondale.
That's right.
Any of you with amour or love passions can
Oh,
roll them at this time?
You know it. Oh.
I have a more Guinevere of 20 and I rolled 19.
Whatever of 19, I made that.
Uh-huh.
I fumbled my love of Orlan.
It's so you.
Well, good thing it didn't. It's not one of those ones that drives you mad.
I made the Gwynnifer.
Well, no, you only get one shot.
Oh, I made the.
You only get one
Lovely
shot.
Anne,
You only get one shot.
And I made the more of
I'm
Lady
glad you
Jean.
made all of those. Good for you.
They are not.
And my Admire
Oh my
Cynrain, I
God.
also made
I
them.
made a microphone.
Anyway, for Tathan and Tyrannus, you reflect upon.
I love that I don't think of anything.
Yeah, you're just.
Yeah. I have no soul.
Oh my god. Anyway, you reflect upon your fair queen and her promotion of true love.
At all costs.
At all costs.
Apparently, yeah.
And yes, you think about this young squire whose name is Edern, and his words of Herondale and Heleth's love. So, just make a note of that.
I'm totally boned. All
Is he
right.
gonna come with us?
Yeah.
He's down with coming with you.
Oh, cool. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this will work out better than the Elfric situation.
The Elfric situation.
Such a tool.
He is the actual definition. Picture in the book.
Yeah.
All right, so it's only about midday, so you're free to ride on from the village if you
Yes.
wish.
Yeah.
Well,
They provide you with some food and drink, of course.
there's nothing here that we
Rustic
can...
fare.
No, there's
Soil,
nothing.
soil, shield, land. I don't know.
Crown of flowers? Could there be something like that here?
Crown of blooms. I was thinking maybe he symbolized something like
Is he somebody?
he's a symbol of something, but I don't.
That's why I was asking how he was blinded. 'Cause
Yeah.
maybe he had a crown of thorns and flowers. I don't know.
Yeah, something
got in his
like
eyes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Stretching it, but
That's a good question.
You never know what's gonna pay off.
No.
yeah, true.
All right.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Massive grass.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
So I think we'll tell him about the poem, the song.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
tell him about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't ring.
No, I'm
kind
sure
of
it
bells,
wouldn't, but I just
yeah.
wanted to let him know.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
So you ride on. The land becomes less forested, more settled. Albeit, relatively speaking, things still appear rather wild. The lands are tilled, but there's a lot of weeds growing among the crops. The small buildings you pass are somewhat tumble down with no real signs of life about them. And then you begin to hear a ghostly moaning.
Oh joy.
Yeah.
Scores of female voices raised in anguish,
Sounds like we're at the castle.
Yeah.
setting up a sort of chorus,
Okay.
growing louder as you ride along. Up ahead, you spot a castle rising upon a tor,
Here it is.
Yes.
white and pale, surrounded by a double palisade.
Yeah, whatever.
And before that itself is a maze of stones.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Many large blackened stones form a labyrinth leading towards the castle.
Can we
Okay.
climb this? Can we
Yeah.
climb these stones?
Ooh.
I want to use
Are
leather
they
as
really
a path.
slippery?
Well, the stones are, as you get closer, you
Yes.
can see that the stones are...
Crying.
They're oozing. They're peeing.
Yeah.
They're pee- yes, welcome to Urine Castle.
You're in luck.
You're in luck. As you get closer, you can see that the stones are all intricately carved to look like flowers and twisted thorny vines.
Aha.
Ergo, the tops of the stones are very narrow and pointy. Yes.
Pointy.
However, on top of each stone is a depiction of a bird, somewhat incongruous to the dark and sepulchral stonework, because it is a very craftily carved image of a dove,
A dove.
looking very loving and elegant.
I just don't like this.
No, it's all straight up creepy. All right.
So the stones have carvings of thorns and vines and a bird.
And birds.
And then there's a bird on top.
Bird
And a
on
bird on
Bird on
top. Okay.
top.
Put a bird on it.
Or the birds.
Put a bird on it.
Exactly.
Put a bird on it, yep.
We're in Portland. Which way?
Yeah, it looks like Oregon.
Huh?
The birds are facing in one direction.
Facing all manner of different directions.
Oh.
So we.
However,
Yes.
for Tathan and Leander,
Yeah.
that love
Oh no, it was not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Taurinus and Taven.
Yes.
That love insight that you got back at the old village. The inspiration from hearing Edern talk of his lord and lady.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, you know instinctively how to get through this maze.
Oh wait, shit! I'm gonna follow you guys.
Follow us.
You can be guided.
Can
Yes.
be guided. All right,
This is
very good.
Simple.
Great.
Yep.
Wow.
Getting out by doing that.
Well, that's another conversation.
Another
but
conversation.
Still.
Even I can get you.
So you navigate the labyrinth, no problem. You reach the
Can
gate
I
of
keep
the.
one of the stones?
What?
Like,
No, they're like
Oh, man.
12 feet tall.
Like a wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
checking.
All right.
You reach the gate of the castle. You're met there by a gatekeeper in full armor. He's a small man wearing heavy armor, including a full helm with the visor down.
Wow.
Oh,
He takes himself
cute.
very seriously.
Yeah.
So his voice reverberates from within.
What's your helm, jackass?
Welcome, knights. You have come to the castle of the king of dolorous women. You may seek hospitality here, but you must speak no allegiance to any other king while you are within the walls of the king.
Somebody's
domain.
insecure.
The king's domain.
Yes.
Well, that seems really strange to me.
Also, you must not attempt to
Oh.
visit any of the women made captive in the castle,
no,
for that is
Why
against
do we want to know?
your
We
host's
hate women.
wishes.
Oh my God, you're going to get in there. You're clever. All right, I'll let you.
If you adhere to these things, then you may tarry, even sleep, or else rest your horses and get good food and drink to sustain yourselves.
Well, I also have a request. I
You can answer his question with a question.
can we, even though we can't talk to the women, can we also find rest in their sorrows?
No.
What?
Oh, why not?
What?
I have the same problem that your king has.
Well, then you'll have to take it up with him.
Cool. I would love to have an audience with your king.
Absolutely. Follow me. And he clanks off.
Clink, clink, clink.
I want to
I'm picturing him like TikTok from
Oh yeah.
Turn to Oz.
Yeah.
So, the other two of you going along?
I'm following this guy. He's crafty as hell.
So the whole time, of course, there's this crying chorus, echoing.
Oh god, this is
Through the
depressing.
courtyard.
Fuck off.
No.
This is horrifying.
I'm gonna stab out my drums here.
Yeah.
You cross a barren courtyard
Of course.
and enter the central keep, which leads into a massive hall. Dark scalloped walls and heavy decor.
This guy is horrible.
Yeah.
Emo.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
emoest region in the land.
Oh my God.
There is a thin, delicate-looking man. There's a thin, delicate-looking man dressed in red with an embroidered red crest, sort of draped
See?
across his ebony black throne.
Alright.
So you can all make heraldry
This
rolls.
is our guy.
This is the
Make it.
heraldry.
Make it.
Oh, made it.
Those of you who make it recognize him as Sir Paramonis, also known as the Red Knight.
Huh. Alright, creeper. She's just hanging out?
Yeah.
Alright, well, where's the king? Wouldn't he greet us? It's very inhospitable.
I am the king.
Oh God.
As he stands up.
Oh, oops.
I love it. Way to start. Way to start.
No, legit. Like, this you've never heard Sir Paramonis described as the king of
Yeah,
dolorous
that's
women.
strange.
So
Well, my apologies, king.
you can see in his eyes great pain.
Oh, there's a story.
Of course. Tell us a tale. Yeah, tell us
Please
one other story.
stay a while in friendship.
In friendship.
Friendship.
Okay. We will do so.
So the cries are still echoing through the hall.
Yeah, it's
God.
depressing.
Miserable.
So you enjoy this. This
This
is...
is.
I merely find the background of misery to be soothing. He says in a very offhand way, as if this were the most obvious thing in the world.
Well, perhaps you can tell us how you developed this fetish?
Wow.
Women are attracted here to serve me.
Oh, good night. Do you need tissue? Bless you. Do you want tissue?
Yes,
Tissue.
Okay. Yep.
Alright.
So yes, women are attracted here to serve me.
That is very strange to me, but
And they serve you by crying.
Yeah, they serve you by being upset here.
Yes, for that is what I require.
How do you keep them sad?
Keep that going.
Yeah.
That must remain a secret.
Oh, it's a trade secret.
Trade
Fair
secret,
enough.
I'm afraid.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Ah, yes. Here then is the food. I was just about to take my midday supper.
Okay.
Okay.
So out from the
Better not be more
kitchens,
tears.
Here we go.
I'm not going to eat
Yeah,
more tears.
out from the kitchens comes roasted breast of dove for each of you.
That's...
So
Oh
little
God.
Dude, how big is that? 2 bites?
Yeah, exactly.
Like 8 of these.
Dude, I didn't...
things.
Yeah, seriously.
No, another platter comes out and is set down.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so as you all eat, there's just the echoing of the lamentations.
I don't really have an appetite listening.
That's a good point.
The king's squire is waiting upon all of you, and he's giving you all significant looks, like
Oh shit.
Fuck this place.
you know,
This place sucks.
like we need to talk. We need
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Good.
How can we sneak off, or how do you want to do that?
Oh, I need to go to the bathroom.
Use the privy.
Of course, it's just up those stairs.
Oh, okay.
Dade, show them the way. So the squire,
What's his name?
Dade.
Date.
So the squire leads you off.
Squire, formerly known as Prince.
He, so he takes you into the privy and says, "My master is not himself. Have pity upon him.
Oh.
He is heavily cursed."
Oh, is he?
Oh.
How did he become cursed?
Funny you should ask.
No, another story. Here we go.
He was a great admirer of the Lady Heleth.
Oh man, this girl. She better be. I mean, was she beautiful?
What's her app?
Yeah.
Oh, in the Bower?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Remember, she
Quite
was
lovely.
What number was she? What?
if you were to rate it on a scale of
1 to 20, say.
1 to 20.
Let's say it's
Say
a random.
Yeah.
For instance.
All right. Let's see
You can
here.
even name it app.
You could name the scale.
Scale, possibly. Yeah.
Oh, let's see here.
Because she's causing a lot of destruction. It takes a lot of beauty to make people that miserable.
That is true. That is true. Let's see here. She is a 27.
So we're talking like Jennifer
Are we gonna,
Connelly
like-
levels.
Yeah, basically.
We could have generated a passion, right?
I know. I
her.
probably am insanely in love with her.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it.
If you'd like to generate an more passion, I think that's reasonable.
What
I
is
can't do
Whatever is
that.
like 34 or something.
Oh, okay, but still.
So, yeah.
I can't
How do I
afford
do that? What do you
it.
want me to do?
Roll 3d6 plus 10.
Oh damn! I can't afford it.
18.
Okay?
Holy shit.
What do you got?
16 plus 10, you said?
Plus 10.
Are you
Yeah.
mad? Are you insane for her?
I think so. Let me see. Okay, 12. Okay, so 16 plus 10, 26?
26.
Yep.
Very nice.
What's yours?
Very
It's
nice.
only...
Oh my gosh.
Shit, I didn't write it down. It's only 18.
18. And if you had any other amours, those go away, except for Guinevere.
No,
I can't
Wait,
do
what
that.
about the
I
wife?
have nothing.
If you have a love of wife, that's
Love,
fine.
Well, that's a
love
different
wife.
matter.
Do you
Oh,
love
okay.
your wife or no? You
It would be a love.
Yeah.
It would be a love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you love
But in a
Lady
more,
Anne?
okay. So more hellas.
Do you really love her?
Do you really love her, though? Do you really? Anyway,
What's your love?
It's 16.
Oh
Man.
so when Lady Heleth...
Yeah, he's not enough to bend time and space.
This one is, though.
This,
Oh,
So when Lady Heleth was...
Is that what I
was
said, or 27?
26.
26.
26.
Judy is 27.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So almost
Broke
as...
the
Yeah.
chart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when Lady Heleth was still single, he...
Yeah, that's right.
he was a great admirer of her.
Oh.
And sent a dove to her once a day with a declaration of his love clutched within its talons.
Wow. It's pretty romantic.
That's a
pretty
commitment
good,
right
pretty
there.
good.
When she chose Sir Herondale, he was the Red Knight was furious.
Right.
Sure.
He sent one last dove with a
God.
message of his anger,
Yeah, well.
and slew the bird with an arrow as it flew over the walls of Lady Heleth's castle.
That's pretty good.
That is
Wow.
great.
I like it,
Synchronized
actually. Yeah.
hate.
The dead bird carried the message, "I shall hear your anguished wails ere I rest."
Oh,
Wait, so
okay,
why do other
okay.
women have? Well, why do other women have to serve this purpose?
Lady Heleth was distraught, but hid this foul act from Sir Herondale so that he would not endanger himself and rashly challenge Sir Paramones.
No, brother, it's already...
I know.
When the curse fell upon the land, Sir Paramones regretted what he had said. He cried from his battlements, "Would I hear the cries of every woman before thine, lady?"
Oh.
This said, he became bound to the castle as the king of dolorous women,
All right. Well,
joining Lady
This guy's
Heleth
an
and
idiot.
Sir Herondale in their strange
state.
curse.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
well,
So he's the
next
third
to be
wheel.
quite honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What?
So this whole place needs an exorcism, to be honest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to get a priest in here.
Get some holy water.
Get some holy water.
Yeah, well, that's really sad.
It is incredibly sad.
Oh, I should mention that this squire is like more or less Brad's age, so he's another professional esquire. So
Oh, is that trying to make me feel
Oh.
better?
yeah.
I'll let Brad know. Hey, that guy's like your age.
I noticed, sir.
Oh, you noticed everything, Brad. All right, well.
More than you know, sir.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Oh, what
my
do you know
God.
about me?
Only everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Creepy. So,
All right, so that's that.
Okay, so
We
that's
now
the
have that
story.
bit of
So
info.
now we can't blame him. We have to figure out someone else to blame and kill.
No. I still want to kill him.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
What?
He's a rash madman.
Well, he is rash.
And I will meet him with my own rash madmanness and stab him through the heart repeatedly. And then free him
Oh, free him from his
his
jail.
own misery of life.
Oh, Dade also tells you that he knows of a sort of a servant's entrance that the king is unaware of.
Oh, really?
how
Where is it?
interesting.
Where?
He says he can show you, but it leads you directly out of the castle.
Oh, okay.
Can we get out of here?
No, why?
So-
Why do we want to know about the servants' quarters? I forgot.
Oh, he just says he just says he can help you in any way you need to know,
After
and he
I
has
kill him,
that
we
bit of
have an escape
information.
route.
Oh, okay.
So
Are there is there a servants corridor to the women's area?
he says I can certainly show you where they are located.
Okay.
Well,
Would
you
be
know what?
very
Our host is
grateful.
gonna notice that
Yeah,
we've
Yeah, he's
gone
gonna.
into
Well, I haven't been
quite
gone.
some
It's just
time.
been Tathan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're eating and
Yeah.
guarding
Okay, all right.
the-
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to go right now, or do you
Yes.
want to go back? Okay.
She
So he
Make it
takes
quick.
you.
We're eating all the doves.
He takes you down
Like nuggets.
a
Nuggets.
side.
Dipped in ketchup.
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue sauce.
Sweet and sour.
He takes you down a side passage, up a flight of stairs, and to a narrow bridge that kind of is suspended many feet up in the air at the top of the keep,
Ooh, scary.
and leads to a separate tower,
Okay.
which is guarded by a man in armor. So he,
Short like the other dude? Or-
no.
Yeah. Okay.
So he sort of points it out. He says, "Beyond that door lies the chamber of dolorous women,"
Excellent.
and you can quite clearly hear their
Yeah. All right,
anguished
take me
cries.
back to the dining hall then.
Oh, you know what? Maybe if I just kill the guy, the women won't be stopping crying. We don't know why they're crying.
Yeah, exactly. I was wondering. Yeah.
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 That's a good
Because he's
point.
part of the curse. He's not causing it.
He's
So.
not, but he's just a pawn.
Yeah.
What's the
Alright.
source of this curse? Is it Black Annis? No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Always so quick to blame Black
just-
Annis.
Dude,
Really?
why
Really?
wouldn't you? She's
Really?
always up to no good. I don't know.
Up to no good.
She is. All right,
All right.
let's proceed.
So the feast is wrapping up. The king / Red Knight tells you all that you are free to stay the evening if you wish.
Oh, who can? I can't sleep like this.
I can.
No.
You can?
Yes. Wink.
I'm not a Christian for nothing. Okay. All right. Sounds good. To sleep we go.
All right, so you're all provided spots in the hall as per usual custom.
Oh my god.
You lay out your bed
You mean,
rolls.
like right on the floor?
Yeah. Oh yes, that's
Little pile of hay.
that's what's expected.
All right.
Oh yeah, hey, if you're lucky. No, there's just reeds on the floor, so you just lay out your bed rolls in front of the
Yeah,
fireplace
that's
and
what we do.
bed down.
That's why I have arthritis.
Good night, everybody.
Wait, he
So
seriously does that?
Yeah, he
does
wishes,
that.
he bids you all good night and heads off to his
Can't
chambers.
stand that guy.
Oh man, he's creepy.
The mournful wailing
Not his fault.
continues, albeit somewhat
No,
reduced.
No, he's a creeper before.
So in the meantime, Tathan's going to tell us and fill us in on all
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is just a
this is the
complicated
plan.
curse.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do?
We should at least at least try to free the women. Whether or not they want to be
Okay.
freed,
We'll
I don't
find out
know.
at some
But
later
yeah,
point.
exactly.
All right.
I think that's worth a try.
Should we all
Okay.
go, or should one of us stay behind and
I'm
in
going.
case we're okay? Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, our squires are staying behind, I
You
think.
can't keep
Yeah.
me away from the adventure. I'm going.
My coiffeur will watch over my map.
Oh my
for me.
god. Yes.
I really shouldn't have come on this.
He's like totally creeped out.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm in
I'm so
constant
scared.
fear for my life.
Yeah.
Hospital Joe.
Poor guy. I dragged him along.
He and Artemis and Hospital Joe can
Hospital
just like
Joe.
huddle together.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So,
I'm just
Dade.
so conscious about my app, you know. I just,
I know.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Gotta look good at all times.
Yeah.
So, Dade comes back down around midnight to check in on all of you.
Okay.
So, I assume you
yeah,
shared the terrible secret with your compatriot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
I'll say to you what I said to Sir Tathan here. Do not judge my master too harshly. He is not himself.
Fine.
Well, we want to break this curse.
Right.
We want him to be well again. Excuse me. Yes, so. Yeah.
We'll do what we can to help him.
All right. And that is?
We don't know what to
We don't know
do.
yet. We're jazzing
No
here.
idea.
You're jazz, okay.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. We're, as they say, jazzing.
Jazzing up and down.
All right. Well,
Jazzing it up. So what should we do? How do we...
Well, we want to go and let
To
the
visit the
girls
women.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So, yep, you know the way back easily enough. Let's see here.
Hey, yeah.
It's not our dog, by the way.
It's not our dog. It was a different dog.
That's like the Castle of Dolores dog.
Oh my god. Now, to free the women out from under the Red Knight's control,
Right.
we'll be breaking the laws of hospitality. So you'll all take a 1 point hit
But
in your
he's a-
hospitality passion.
He's a cursed knight. How can we be... This is actually increasing his hospitality by uncursing him.
But you entered into the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
breaking
we
the
have to
oath.
say that he's
As
our
his
king
guest.
and everything.
Oh, yeah, we did blow.
Well, you didn't have to say he's your king, but you can't mention any other kings. And you have to be. I'm just saying this is
No,
what
it's a
this is
good
the penalty you'll incur to do
Fine, I
this.
can live with that.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay.
No?
No, it's okay. You can stay with the.
No,
Stay with
I'll
the
go.
B team.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Oh,
stay with the B team.
No, I'm
The B team.
So we take it away now?
Go ahead and take it away now.
Okay.
Wow.
I never
Just a
use
low
this thing
steam.
anyway.
It's a very rarely used passion.
In real life,
Try to use
In real life, yeah.
mention it.
That's true. Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yes, you all reach the bridge. You can see a guard
Oh, God. this
standing
guy.
outside the
There he
door,
is.
kind
Seven.
of resting on his spear, looking very bored, like he's not really. He's like, why am I here?
Oh, really?
Oh.
Let's just pitch him over the edge.
Distract
Yeah,
him.
George.
Take a runner at him.
Just be like, no, just I feel like you should just convince him, like, you really don't want to be here. He's like, yeah, you're right. We
Yeah.
just- I would love that.
Screw this.
Try it.
Yeah.
You got orate or?
I do. I have a very...
Listen, man, you don't want.
I do have a high orate,
don't wanna get
and yeah, I do. Could I try?
Okay, so as you walk out onto the bridge, he perks up and levels his spear at you and says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
All right, I'm going to impassion my orate with a hate of Orkneys. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my
I'm
God.
kidding.
How dare-
I'm kidding. My love of Orlan.
Why?
Because I don't want women to be upset and sad and crying.
Oh,
and...
sure, could be a lot in there.
You think of your love being in there? Okay,
Terrible.
fair enough.
That's how we know compassion.
All right, 10 to my orate, which is 13, so
Whoa.
23. So 17 or better is a crit.
You're turning into a kind
All
of
right.
ruling.
Yes, you're right.
All right, I make it.
Okay, what did you roll,
I roll
including the +3?
10.
Okay. And pose this against his loyalty, passion,
Which is 2.
and what did you say? A 10?
Mine's 10.
Okay, that beats my 7.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm like, look, man, you don't want to do this. You look bored. You should take a rest.
It is true that my lord is not himself these days.
Yes, and
If you think that freeing these women would break the curse, then I will let you through.
I don't think that's the case at all. I actually don't think freeing them is going to break the curse.
No.
You're very
I don't
honest.
think they
aren't
want to
you?
be
Yeah.
free,
Okay.
actually.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
It's a fact-finding mission.
We just
Exactly.
we want to figure out any possible way to make your master into the man that he was before this all came to pass. So perhaps.
Yeah.
Very well. Very well. But breathe not a word of this.
Oh no.
No, we don't even know who you are, so don't worry about it. Just get out of here.
Don't tell them that Jerry the guard lets you in.
Whatever you do.
Jerry the guard. Don't mention my name.
Jerome.
Jerry
Jerome the guard.
We won't. We won't. Goodbye. All right. So we need the keys, right?
Yeah, well, he unlocks it for you.
Oh, well,
All
see?
right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Accomplice
So now it's like really loud. It's
Yeah.
really loud.
You need to be
The
Bowers.
wailing.
Extra
Yeah.
horrible.
This is really
Yes. So you enter into this somewhat bell-shaped room.
bad. Oh.
The only windows.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
Yeah. It is.
The only windows are small little holes in the top.
Oh,
You're all reminded
It's awful.
rather forcibly of a dovecote, actually.
Yeah.
So
See, there's a big clue.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's free the
before you are 3 dozen women in the moonlight coming in through the windows.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, God.
They're all held to the wall with
Oh no.
chains.
Oh my God.
They look like they've been living on half rations for a while.
Oh my God. They look horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. All right. Let's cut through these chains.
Get him out.
Yeah.
Get him out.
Yep.
All right.
The steel of your swords easily cuts the iron of the chains.
Okay.
Okay.
And yes, of course, they're all thanking you profusely as you do
I'm
so.
sure it's suddenly quiet.
Oh, so they do want to be free. That's wonderful.
Yes. Oh, yes. No, they're
It's
quiet.
suddenly silent.
and it is suddenly, but well, the moaning is replaced by lots of hushed whispers and
Right.
But
Oh,
still,
he's gonna
like-
know though.
Talking.
Yeah, the
and so forth.
Can I tell him?
coffin.
Keep crying. Keep crying.
All right. So.
Pretend to cry. Pretend to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
I hate my life.
Right. That whole thing. Yeah. Great. Perfect.
Single file out the door.
Yeah.
Single
Let's get him
file.
out. Get out of here.
Okay. So of course you are all honoring your vow of knighthood to protect the weak. So you can all check your honor for this.
Yeah.
Yay.
And
You're the best.
and yeah, the Squire Dade is waiting to meet you all at the far side of the bridge.
Right.
All right.
Says
Okay.
I can take you to the secret passage if you want to get these
Yes.
ladies.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay. So you head down the secret passage. He opens the door and it leads back into the labyrinth, but you can
We know
still
the way.
still know
Yeah.
the way out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Now he can. He's still cursed though. He can collect more ladies.
Well, we don't know. Maybe when they're free, he might suddenly wake up.
I think he will just collect more ladies.
All right.
Well, as you make your way through the labyrinth, you're about halfway through
Yes. When?
Make him learn his role. No.
when, before your very eyes, the women are instantly transformed into doves. They then take wing and fly away, free of the castle, out over the woods.
Well, that's kind of cool.
What if he catches them and eats them? We just ate a whole bunch of doves.
We did, and they were delicious.
This is horrible.
It was sweet sour sauce. Cannibalism.
Is it still cannibalism if there's transmogrification
Yeah,
involved?
like they're technically doves.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh no.
Give me that Eucharist.
All right then. So damn. Well, they're free.
So
Maybe
we
he
did-
was
we
just
did
turning
it.
doves into women. So he could,
Right. Exactly.
I don't know.
Yes.
So he could listen to them cry. I don't know. This is what it
I
sounds
don't like it.
Yeah.
At all.
That's what it sounds like.
All right, so they all flew away. Well, that was weird. So that really accomplished. I don't know what.
I don't know either. Should we burn the place down?
Oh, it's a really substantial castle.
It is very substantial.
Well,
So
some of
if
it
we
will burn.
confronted, okay, can we go back into the castle?
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Why?
No, let's just keep going
Because
forward.
he will have noticed the lack of crying
no,
at this
no,
point.
we're out of here. Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We're leaving. We're
All right,
leaving.
yeah.
Yeah, we got more to do.
We have way more to do. It's a huge laundry
God
list right
almighty.
there. Christ.
Ah.
We just wanted to do
Well, we
that
did our
today.
duty as knights.
Yes, we did
So,
give
exactly
we
we-
did those
Yeah.
tortured women. Yes, those women were being tortured or dove
Birds
women
or
or whatever they were.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Moving along.
Doobly-doo.
Doobly-doo.
Loose and fancy free. Yes.
Okay, so, let's see. The trail turns north beyond the castle, following it by moonlight.
Okay.
And by morning, the trail has descended a fair amount, and you have entered a low, flat marsh.
Great.
The marsh stretches as far as you can see. It is flat and murky,
funky.
and yes, the marsh gases are funky.
Frogulous. Funky.
The landscape is broken only by two massive hills.
Oh, yay. Blocks.
And a few warped trees growing here and there.
Oh, yay.
Each hill holds an entire community.
What?
Oh.
Crude huts and makeshift cabins.
God.
Los Alamos. No, just
Over a gap.
Rock and Los Alamos.
Exactly. Yep.
Over the gap between the two hills
Yeah.
are suspended two wicker cages, one from each side,
Can't take me.
from long stout poles.
Okay.
You can make awareness rolls.
What's in the cages?
Fail.
Fail.
I made it.
Tathan, you see that within each cage is a person,
Of course.
wriggling and struggling. You can hear his screams echoing.
Are there men this time?
across the
Two
marsh.
men?
Okay.
Thank God.
2 guys.
Yep.
All right, there's going to be a situation.
Are they Orkneys?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are they
Yes.
Saxons?
They are?
No.
All right.
So crossing the marsh will require successful horsemanship rolls.
Okay.
Horsemanship. All right.
Can we impassion?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
I crit my horsemanship.
I failed.
Ooh,
Holy
nice.
crap.
Failing fails. Just you credit.
No,
Failed as
if
well?
I crit it, can I assist them?
I made it.
Oh, you
She
made
made
it.
it.
Okay.
I missed by 2.
Missed by 2. All right, make a strength roll, please.
Oh,
Man.
You have to pull yourself out of the mud or something.
Oh, I made that.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
good.
So yes, your horse gets off the. You're trying to sort of guide it between the deepest
Yeah,
pools, and you
yeah.
splash into a deep pool at one point, but are able to guide it back up out before the mud begins to pull you
that
under.
happens fast.
nice.
Artec style.
No.
No.
Stop.
So, yeah, you're approaching the hills.
Okay.
All right.
Which hill do you wish to make for?
Left or right?
Roll it.
Are they? They're the same, right?
They look more or less the same. Yeah.
Easily.
Let's go left first.
Very well
All
then.
right.
Okay. So you ride up out of the marshlands and up the side of the hill. At which your appearance or your approach is met by a gaggle of villagers.
Rotten fruit again.
Yeah.
Boo! So a gaggle of villagers comes spilling down the hill, sort of gawping at you.
Just no more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look quite wild. They're marsh folk.
God.
Oh, okay.
Hair is long.
All right.
Wearing skins of
Alligators. Or
alligators. Exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pigeons?
Yeah, exactly.
Coonskin captain. No,
So-
possum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and possum fur, absolutely. So, one of them, who's apparently the head man, addresses you all in a
hello.
thick, marshy accent.
Well,
What is that?
Welcome, sirs. Welcome, sirs. Have you come to save us from the tyranny of our villainous neighbors?
What? The Hatfields and McCoys? What's going on here? Who is in those baskets?
We are beset by our evil neighbors. A
Well,
monster dwells in this marsh and comes to feed upon our people.
I don't believe that.
To keep it happy, our fellow marsh dwellers from the next hill kidnap our folk and offer it as an offering to it.
No.
We, of course, do the same in retaliation.
Okay, that's not gonna help.
All right, here we go.
But the marsh between us is deep, and often we lose our own men to the foul thing in forays against the other hill.
Smart.
Save us from these blackguards, and you have our eternal gratitude.
Okay, first things first is what you do is you're gonna release both of these prisoners because that's doing nothing. That's
Very
doing
well,
nothing.
very well.
Both of you should release the prisoners from each side.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
And That's what you have to do first of all.
And then we'll kill the monster.
And then we'll kill the monster for you.
Oh, it's a terrible monster, though. It's a
Right,
terrible
sure.
monster. It creates a whirlpool and it sucks you under.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. I don't believe that for a
There's no
second.
monster.
No, I don't believe that. I think
Yeah,
you
it's
were
just
all hallucinating off of this marsh gas.
So as you say that, a whirlpool begins to form. A whirlpool begins to form between the two hills.
Okay, what happened?
And the force of it is like pulling the two cages down.
Oh my god!
And then this...
Holy crap!
Yes, and then as the cages touch the water, they get pulled off the poles and are just pulled under the water. The men's screams quickly drowned out.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, there's a monster.
Yeah, there's
Where's
no
the monster?
Wait, where's this monster you
Do we
said was
smell
going
it?
to happen?
You see a quick flash of what looks like a massive beaver tail.
Yes, it's a huge beaver.
And
Where's the
Pointy
I
teeth.
know.
and then
Yeah,
the
the
water
big
is
teeth.
once again still, save for the blood that comes bubbling up.
Oh, that's messy.
Yeah.
Why would I want to drink the blood?
I don't know, right? That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's where all the nutrients are. I don't know.
Alright, so.
Okay.
Needs calcium, bones.
So all the villagers are like, you see?
All right, we're wrong. Okay, fine, you're right. Well, it still doesn't make sense why you wouldn't become united against this beast instead of separating yourselves and.
It's every man for himself.
No, that's not true because you're in a group of people here.
Well, we hate them anyway.
What do you hate about them? They're just
just-
like you. I bet they're just as smelly and annoying
Don't
as you
you
are.
dare.
What? What?
Just the same. How dare you?
What makes you different from them?
Okay.
Let us tell the ways. And they begin reciting this complex
Okay,
genealogy
yeah,
of their tribe.
I'm just distracting them right now.
Okay, yeah.
Let's back away slowly. Can we back away slowly from this mess? Because I don't want to
What is this gotta
participate.
be on this poem?
Yeah.
This is not
Flute of bone?
Yes.
Mask of.
It's not
Mask
the
of grass?
mask of grass to
Are there
call
grass
thy
here?
own.
Oh, she wants a mask of grass.
To call thy own.
Flute of bone.
Crown of blooms? No. Sword of soul? No. Stone
We
of
still
water?
have
Stone of water?
Stone of water.
It's still like the.
Thick and sour?
Thick
Stone
and
of water,
sour.
Thick and sour?
Yeah, this is a funky marsh.
Maybe if we did something to the water, we could kill the beaver. Kill whole life.
Yeah. Burn it down.
Actually, as you're talking about that, an old man says, "Old Bull will suck up the whole marsh, you know."
What?
What's that? What are you talking
Old
about?
Old Bull.
Who's
He's
that?
a big tree at the end of the marsh, far yonder side
Really?
there.
Why?
They say that he'll drink the whole marsh if you ask him to.
Well, let's go.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's
Have
do
you tried
that.
asking him?
No.
Why not?
Because you have to boat out over the marsh, and the monster will get you if you do
Well,
that.
he just ate, so now's our chance.
Yeah, let's go. We just ate.
Go.
All
Come
right.
on, still.
Well, no. Now I'm
Stilts?
no, I don't know if I want to
Maybe
go.
we could do
I don't
like
wanna go.
a series of nets.
I
or
don't want to
something.
die from a giant beaver. That's not even.
What a way to go.
Yeah.
Well, who has a boating skill here? Siegbright's not here
One.
this week.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Shit.
No, I have no
Maybe
boating.
0.
Do any of you? I mean, you all should be. Any of the bravest among you should be able to boat here.
So one of the young, hot-blooded warriors of the tribe
Yeah.
says, "I'll boat you out there.
That's our man.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
We've got a coracle. I'll take you out."
Into the. Oh God. Really? You got a coracle?
This didn't end well for the first Tertavian
No.
last time you tried this.
Yeah, those little
now I'm
Welsh
nervous.
coracles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all just
Oh,
sitting there,
Jesus.
like 2 inches above the water.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Took one of
nervous
those
now.
spins.
Exactly.
Oh, we're dying.
I am nervous.
Wait a minute
here.
now. Wait a minute. Is there any other way?
So this giant tree is going to drink all the water
Old
out
bull.
and expose old bull.
And
It's gonna drink the water and
beaver.
expose the beef.
The beaver.
The
will-
beast.
The beef.
Expose the beef.
I'm so tired right now.
Oh my god.
Expose the beefy underside of the
Oh man.
Oh,
of
God.
the beaver.
In the tail.
Yep.
All right, so we can do that. I think.
Yeah, I
this
mean,
is
we may
tremendous.
as well. No, I have a feeling this is like a choose your own adventure where it's like you turn the next page and they'll be like, you all drown. Are eaten by this giant beaver, and
It's like, God damn it.
yeah, I'm nervous. I'm seriously
so hang
deprived.
back. So hang back. But I'm thinking.
I don't want to see you guys die.
Is
Like,
there, it's worse than not.
You're like watching it.
and then it's like, there they go. Like that.
Marsh really needs to go though to ask the tree to. Yeah. So how can we figure
This
out?
old man, technically the old man, dude. I'm all about like self-reliance,
I had
right?
teach the guy to fish.
So exactly. So young guy goes out with old guy to ask the tree to drink up the marsh.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
obviously knows about this legend. I'm not doing this work. This is not nightly work.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna empower the villagers.
Well, we'll be ready as soon as the marsh is drained to attack the monster.
Yeah, we need
Fair enough.
Well, that's
Fair enough.
there you go.
that works.
Yeah.
That works.
All right.
I like that rationalization.
Leander, check your
Yeah.
prudence.
Okay.
And
Right.
okay, I just need to make some rolls.
All right. And they're dead.
Yeah, they died.
And the tree is dead.
Ooh.
The boat had a hole in it.
Yeah. The end.
Failed the boating. Oh, turned over.
Okay. All right. So basically, they boat off,
Okay.
and 6 hours pass before they return.
Fine.
Oh, wow, they return.
With the
With
marsh
word?
still.
What is it? What do you say? What do you have to say for yourselves?
So they both look like they got wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And they tell the tale of how they boated out to the tree, which said that it needed nourishment, and they told it to drink all that it could.
Yes.
Yes.
On the journey back, the monster tried to suck them down into the whirlpool, but they
Right.
rolled a crit on their boating and got away.
Yay! Oh God! Thank God we weren't on that.
And
boat.
even as they are telling this tale, you can see that the levels of the marsh are visibly going down.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, brilliant idea. Who thought of this?
We all did.
We all
Christ.
thought of it.
Jesus.
I'm going to give it all to Jesus on this one.
What would he do?
Jesus
Well,
took the wheel.
He took the screw. Jesus, take the screw rudder.
All right.
All right. So as the water goes down, you can see that indeed there's a big pit between the two hills.
Right.
So like
Ready
it's
to
you know
rumble.
even as the rest of the marshland is exposed,
Yeah.
there's still water.
Still deep
Yet deeper.
water.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep going. Keep drinking.
Well,
pretty stinky
it's
by
reached
now, I
the
bet.
bottom part of the marsh.
Okay, so now we.
Oh.
so
So
you're
what?
just looking at this giant pool of water that's left
Why
between
won't he
the two
drink?
hills.
Why won't he drink anymore?
Because there's no more.
Because he can only drink.
This
you know,
is it.
He's reached. You
All
know,
right.
water finds its level.
So the conditions
basically.
are thus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So
not
it's
like come
deep,
gushing back
deep-
out, right? It's
No,
I want to see this thing in action again.
we need to expose.
we need
I'm gonna throw
bait.
some rocks at it and see what happens. Just start skipping
taunt it.
stones on the top of the water.
You're gonna taunt it.
None of this feels. The only thing would be stone of water.
Waste of time.
I know we're wasting our time on all of these tasks.
I know it. I know it.
It's driving me nuts.
I
'cause
agree, it's very frustrating.
It's incredibly frustrating and annoying.
Makes you
And I don't
wanna-
even care about these people
I don't either.
anymore.
Screw them. You want to just throw rocks in the water?
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw
Piss
rocks.
it off.
Yeah.
All right. So you throw some rocks into the pool,
Hey, you son of a
Bloop,
bitch.
Yep.
Come
See if
on
we can
out.
get them to skip.
and you
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Skipping stones.
nothing happens.
Of course not.
There's no reaction.
No satisfactions to be had.
How deep does the water look? Very deep.
Probably black.
Still.
It's dark. It's dark
like a
water.
black-
Yeah.
The blue hole. All right. Well.
Well, we're standing around it, so it should want to.
Yeah, come up.
Oh, you want to go up to the edge? I thought you were up on the hillside throwing rocks down.
Well, we were.
Oh,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
going to go down into
Yeah.
the stink.
All right.
So your feet sink a bit into the marshy, muddy bottom.
Good. I cannot.
We're not
No.
doing it. You can't physically do it.
No. Physically, I have no dex.
Okay.
So I'm not
So you're
gonna-
staying up on the hill.
Yes.
Well, we could put him on a corkle and drag him.
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not. No.
Sledding, come on!
No. I'm not gonna do it.
My dex is 8.
Your
Like,
dex is 8?
yeah.
What's your dex?
13.
Oh my god.
So Taurinus walks out onto the mud.
My dex was 13.
Yeah.
Scared.
I'm skating out onto it.
Yep. Walking
all by
carefully.
yourself.
You get to the edge of the pool. You look down. You see a lot of bones at the bottom of the pool, but no sign of the monster.
I see a lot of bones.
Flute of bone.
I'm going to try and grab one.
Yeah.
They're about 10 feet down. You'd have to
Oh, for
completely
heaven's
submerge
sake.
yourself.
Okay.
Hospital Joe!
Yes!
Or Harold, my squad. I love
you want to
Hospital
give Harold
Joe.
up. Harold.
I love Hospital
I
Joe.
love Harold.
You don't love Harold?
Harold's just a squire. He's not Hospital Joe.
Oh man.
So,
Harold.
alright, let's send Harold in there.
Harold.
All right, he made his loyalty roll.
Yeah, he's going in.
So he strips down and
I'm gonna
dives.
tie like a rope around him, like in Poltergeist.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Send him into the hole.
Sure.
That's good.
His house is clean.
Yeah, obviously. We need
So,
to, Jesus.
he dives
Toss
in
him
and
in.
comes back with a human thigh bone.
Excellent.
Nice.
Flute of bone. Let's make a flute out of this. In the meantime, he can make a flute out of it.
Yeah. Can do it.
I'm gonna call him Coco Pelli.
Do not summon
Dear,
him.
oh dear.
Do
All
not
right.
You
summon
said
him.
it.
No, I said
It's
it.
like Beetlejuice.
All right, so the villagers are all quite confused by the lack of the monster.
They're like, what the?
What?
And many are speculating that perhaps it was sucked up into the tree along with the rest of the
So
water.
now the tree's
How?
possessed.
This is silly. There is
know,
no monster.
I
Let's
know.
go, you guys.
These people
we
are
got our
morons.
bones.
Ignorant.
Yeah.
Well, we saw the whirlpool. We saw that. You saw it, right? I wasn't just me.
Natural form.
Yeah, exactly. And the beaver tail could have been anything.
That was a huge
A
beaver
log.
tail. A log.
Sure.
The moss, you know.
Cryptozoologists are trapped up behind you. I know what I saw. That was no log.
There's a weather balloon.
I want to believe.
So you're moving along.
Well, we got the
No,
bone.
we have a bone now. We can make a flute out of it.
What about the bozos on the other hill?
Yeah,
They're the same.
let's get their take on
All
things. We probably
Yeah.
killed their deity. You know, like, you killed our god.
That was Cthulhu.
All right, let's go back. Yeah, let's get through the
Oh, by the way, everyone make energetic rolls.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I'm tired.
I made it.
All right.
Oh, I crit.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Check
Oh my
your,
god.
check your energetic.
We are
You've all been up for
fiends.
like 30 hours straight,
Yeah.
but you don't seem to be bothered by that. So
Yeah.
No, we're
move
good,
on.
man. We're all into
Crazy shit
it.
going on.
So let's go to the other side
All right.
and see what they have to say for themselves.
Yeah.
Long story short, it's exactly the
No,
same.
they're totally related to each other. These inbred shits. Sorry,
It's okay.
I'm so energetic right now. Coursing through
You're
my-
getting really crotchety and it's cool.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I
It's
love
working
it.
this
Yeah,
time.
it's working.
All right.
So moving along.
Yeah, just get the hell out of here, man. We did everything we could. We got rid of their whirlpool. They didn't even thank us properly.
So as you ride out of the marsh,
Oh shit! It
no.
closes upon itself.
you see a massive oak tree.
Oh.
Its trunk is swollen,
Oh.
as if, having consumed the entire marsh has
in
distended
one
it
evening, Yes.
somewhat. But its leaves are green and sort of waving, even though there's no breeze blowing.
It's alive.
Mask of grass. Crown of blooms. No. No. Mask of grass.
Do we please you, great tree?
Are you happy?
It doesn't respond in
Says
any
nothing.
meaningful
It doesn't
way.
even talk to us.
Just continues to look happy.
Oh, it's cute. That
Our
kind of
work
makes me
is
happy.
done. Our work
Yeah.
is done.
Move on.
All right.
We've done one good thing. at
Yeah,
least.
at least one. Well, we freed the ladies.
Can I pick
We
one of the
freed the
leaves?
dove. The dove
What?
birds.
Would it let me?
Take a
If you
leaf.
want to give it a shot,
Ooh.
Should I?
Are you Christian?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
then go for it.
Do what you need to do.
I'll just give a gentle tug to one of the leaves to see if it...
Okay. As you do so, its limbs begin to sway violently as if caught in a windstorm.
Oh, man.
No. I am out of there.
that's
I am
good death.
nowhere near this.
So go ahead and give me. It's going to attack you 4 times with its limbs.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
So you can split your dex 4 times if you want, or you can make 1 dex roll or 2 dex rolls at half, or something like that.
Oh, man.
It's opposed dex
4
rolls.
divided by 8 is 2.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to make 1 dex roll and just hope for the best? On
Yeah, I
the
think I'll do that.
All right. All right. Roll your dex.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I fail.
Tate,
Oh.
my man.
What is going on here?
Okay. And oh my good lord!
No. Are you serious?
ragdoll time.
Don't even start this.
I critted twice and got 1 other success.
You have your armor on, right?
Yeah, but it...
It's actually worse.
Yeah, I know. Like a little tin can, like little sardine.
Bouncing around and everything.
Okay.
Holy smokers.
So, it's my
backup character. I forgot. Oh
Maybe
man.
shoot a lance at this thing while it's
Well, I do not want to even.
This is
It's
an
an
unholy
enchanted.
abomination.
It
gotta
is.
be
It's
killed
possessed by the
by the
devil.
damn beaver.
Damn beaver.
Beavers of the dam.
Beaver's still the damn.
Poor Tathan.
Yeah.
Just had to
good
touch
run.
that leaf.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
third
we
round.
did.
Marshes and Tathans don't go together.
No.
They don't! We were so close to
Yeah.
leaving! No! OMG.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that was something.
67 points of damage.
Boom. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and that's from
Yep.
one hit.
Shit.
No.
Yes. From one
It
hit.
tears him
From one
limb from
hit.
limb.
So, yeah.
That
Let's see.
happened. Well, that's sad.
This is really
So that's 50 points of damage after armor.
All right.
Oh my god.
So,
And that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. So one leaf.
Alright, so yes, you all watch as
All you
Tathan
remember
is
is a leaf.
bludgeoned into oblivion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But you guys still have my stuff.
That's true.
So,
And the coiffeur is still there.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's not
You
okay.
could probably.
He's not okay.
He's not okay.
He's not okay. He's
No.
gonna work on hair after this.
Oh, yeah,
He's
you're
gonna move
right.
on to another profession.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh my god.
Another Tathan bites the dust.
Yeah.
Was he always a curious
Oh, Gomrit
person?
was my son.
Oh, that's right. Oh god, poor Gomrit.
Gomrit.
Well,
Oh.
damn it. Oh, I don't want to seem like I'm rubbing it in, but this was the year Tathan was going to get on the round table. So
You are rubbing it in. What the hell's wrong with you?
He said
What
now.
the hell?
what the fuck is wrong with it? It's not okay.
Email tomorrow.
Rude.
Oh,
You uncouth.
now I want to cry.
I know.
I was okay.
Oh my god.
That's upsetting. One day left for retirement.
Pretty much.
Rude. Leaf. The leaf.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, you've got Gomrit, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is
Gomrit's
he?
got your stuff.
How old
Yeah.
is he?
He is, this year,
561.
yeah, he turned 18.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, so
So he's fine.
He's ready to go.
crap.
Yeah.
It's fully baked.
Who could knight him? knight
Only
him
the
on the
king.
road?
Only the
Only the
king these
king?
days.
Well,
Only Arthur.
It's no fun.
No,
I
that's
know.
lame.
It's all gotten centralized now.
I don't like that kind of
That's
thing.
lame.
Yeah.
No, you need some local knighting.
You need, yeah.
Well, I am so sorry, Gomrit, for your loss. That was unbelievably crazy.
Yeah, no.
Indeed, it was.
I tried to tug at his
Yeah.
He's
You
tunic,
tried.
but-
You tried.
I'm not saying you're playing Gomrit. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm playing Gomrit now.
Okay.
I just go ahead and
We're just going to freeform Gomrit.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
No problem.
So I'm Gomrit now.
All right.
Oh,
So you press on. After leaving the
it's horrifying.
marsh.
Fuck that marsh.
Yeah, it was pretty
kidding.
nasty marsh.
We did. It doesn't
Shouldn't have gone
deserve.
tugging leaves, you know.
Oh,
No
That
better.
was quite a reaction, though. Come on.
Yeah.
That was yeah. All right. Sorry.
So,
We're processing.
absolutely. So you follow a gentle rise out of the marsh. Up ahead, you see a slender stone tower, from the balcony of which a beautiful woman beckons.
Great. This shit. All right.
You note that there is no door
She have long hair.
to the tower. She does not have ridiculously long hair. She is lovely. She's a young lady.
How old is she?
About 18. About Gomrit's age.
Oh, well.
Gomrit thinks
She's
about
wearing a lovely gown. She's wearing a lovely gown in glowing pink and red hues.
Wow.
And she's kind of
Does she have a pinkish hue to her cheek?
Oh, I have written here that he will inherit Bonebiter
Oh,
next
cool.
to Gomrit's name. So anyway,
All right.
his mother's sword.
Yeah.
did he get it even though Tathan was?
No, that was the bronze sword.
That's
the
the-
Bonebiter
yeah,
is
he's the ancient-
Lady Anne's sword that she was keeping for him.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, let's go up and see what this
Is there a door?
all about. There's no door.
No door.
Damsel in distress.
How are you up there in that tower with no door for us to come in and visit you?
And so she calls down, I am Lady Cynrain. I have been banished here by my mother, the Lady Iblis.
Yeah.
For a vain boast I have made.
Oh,
What
God.
did you boast?
That I was more beautiful than she.
I'm
Of
sure
course.
that was true.
Yeah.
Well, I must remain here until I find a knight who will do a great deed of valor in the name of my beauty and fairness.
Okay.
I believe I've learned my lesson.
It's on it.
Sparky.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson and would look well upon any knight who would carry my favor into battle.
You've learned your lesson.
Robert,
How do we
you all
know
over
that you've
this?
learned
Yeah,
your lesson?
it's beautiful woman.
Leander's all skeptical, but Gomer's like, yep, here I am.
I've been there before. How do we know that you've learned your lesson? We don't put this noble knight's life at stake.
She merely says, you will have to take my word as a lady.
Wow. That's debatable.
Ouch!
But Gomer's on board.
You salty old
I
cur,
am
you.
salty old.
But all
So-
she needs is Gomer.
All right.
So
that's
Gomer,
cool.
it's all for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before you can see, only Gomer,
Yes.
a set of slender sweeping stairs
Oh, wow.
leading up the tower
Ooh,
to...
exciting.
Yeah.
Where's he going? So we just see him like vanish.
You just see him walking up on thin air,
Vanishes.
basically.
Magic. What a magic time.
This is devil. What devilry is this?
Absolutely. Burn it.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid the last of the family line's gonna die now.
Oh,
No. You're getting up those stairs.
Okay, he's going
Get
upstairs.
upstairs.
Those stairs.
Sure.
So at the top of the stairs, you see her up close,
Okay.
and she's just as lovely up close as she was far away. She gives you a scarf of silk. And she says, wear this favor upon your lance or armor,
Oh my god.
Cool.
or even close to your heart. Would you like to generate an amour for this lady?
Yes.
Oh my dear.
Let me make a page for Gomer here.
Yeah, make a note of it. Yeah.
Scratch out a square.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 3d6 plus 5.
6 plus 5. Okay. Let's see.
This is nuts. I did not expect
This is more adventure than I can handle.
I know. I want some feeling of resolution, but I'm just
not gonna
excited.
get it.
We're very close, actually.
Oh,
We're very
really?
close. Yes.
Oh.
It's only getting
He thinks she's okay.
What? What's the number?
What'd you
What
get?
is it?
10.
Oh.
Even with the plus 5?
I have 2 1s and a 3.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, I've seen better.
That seems better.
Yeah. Pretty
You
good
should have
though.
seen Helen.
Oh,
I guess.
Yeah, he did see her. Yeah.
Staggeringly.
Well, you can always build it up from there.
Yeah.
So she says, "The deed I wish you to do. Beyond yonder hills," she indicates from the tower,
Beyond
lies a valley where a great monster prowls. Slay this in my honor, and I shall be free.
Okay, so
Wait,
two
between
monster
the
deaths
2
in
hills
one
that we
session?
just came from?
No,
Yeah.
there's further hills beyond.
Yeah,
another
okay.
monster.
Yeah, another monster.
Between 2 hills.
Can we have 2 monster deaths in one session? That's one question.
You can kill the other one.
Monster caused deaths. You
Monster caused deaths.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
mean? Furthermore, from the vantage point of this tower,
Yes.
you can see down in the amongst the hills that she's indicating.
Yeah.
You see a man moving through the trees.
Oh.
Tarzan?
He is shaggy of aspect.
Tarzan? Tarzan?
Oh my god, no.
But-
Is he old? Is he
But-
old? Is he naked?
But
Is he naked?
shut up. He's wearing a cloak of feathers. He has a shield of bread.
Oh.
He has
Son
a
of a
crown
biscuit.
of flowers upon his head.
Grass on his face.
And a grass mask.
Oh my
Stone
god.
of water?
Cynrain, he's about to win. Let's get him.
Wait, a stone of water?
You do see a stone slung across his back. Yes.
Wow.
He's gonna beat us to the prize.
Well, this person obviously is so addled. We just need to take him to the Bower.
Oh, okay.
We need to escort him
Yeah.
to this. We need to wrangle this guy.
Yeah.
So I got a lasso. Let's do it.
Well, he's far off in the
far
hills.
off.
Find him. Let's get
So
him.
you'll know where to go.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
all right.
We
All
will
right,
follow
you come down with the
Robert.
news.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dear lady, what is your name?
What was her name again? Cynrain.
Tanray. Okay.
Cynrain.
I will come back for you.
So she blushes and thanks you.
Ah, spells.
Good. That's good. That's hopeful thinking.
That's the way,
I like it.
That's the way to go forward.
It is.
Okay, so off you go.
Find this Tarzan man.
Yes. So up ahead of you is a valley,
Yes.
dim and dark,
Okay.
hills rising up on either side.
Right.
As you approach the hilliest part of the valley, you see a row of spears.
Oh dear.
Hanging upon each one is a shield of a knight.
Oh, God.
It's not looking good.
There are 15 spears in all.
Okay.
And, you note the ground of the valley has become dark and veined,
Okay.
Oh, God.
This is creepy.
gnarled and knobby with
This
roots
is
and
not-
claws.
No.
And from this earthy turf rises a humanoid figure.
Oh, whoa.
Its arms and legs are veined and ropey, and of the same rich dark color as the ground upon which it treads. So, there it is.
Okay.
Is there
and
any
we
around
need
this
to.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of blocking the road and bellowing at you.
What is it
yay.
saying? What is it saying?
It's just bellowing
It's a
at
golem.
It's just bellowing.
All right. Fair enough. So let's kill this thing.
you. All right.
I have a feeling it'll be difficult, but we can
I
try.
would like to stab it repeatedly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
You know, Tyrannus has been
have it burn
bloodlusting
it.
all
Have it
session.
burn it. Burn it down.
Burning it would be essential.
Stabbing and then burning.
It looks very moist and earthy.
All right, stabbing.
Gross. I just say cutting it into bits.
Yeah, that could definitely work.
Yeah.
Hack it up.
Sword.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's charge it.
Okay. Charging in. So Leander and Tyrannus are going to take the lead because we don't have stats for Gomer yet. So,
All right.
Can I do that? Just see to your pants. Come on.
all right. Well, we'll say that the road is only narrow or wide enough for two knights to
There you
charge
go.
initially.
That's how we're gonna hold it.
So, and I have a feeling you guys are going to take it out in the first round. So, especially if you have passion.
Well, here we go.
Hint, hint.
This thing is unearthly, so a love of Grail.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No?
It's fucking possessed ground.
The Grail doesn't. No. This has nothing to do with the Grail.
It's gross and evil.
That doesn't mean anything
What?
to the Grail.
What? Did you realize like my religious faith?
I get
Find this
it.
to
I
be
get it, but
offensive?
it's not. That's no.
All right.
It's too much of a reach.
I just crit my passion.
Oh, well, there we go.
A more helleth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna kill this thing all by myself.
All right, so you get a plus 20
Boom.
Cool.
to your lance. You get a plus 20
Alright.
to your lance, and
Beautiful.
here we go.
That's a 32.
Yeah. Oh,
32, excellent. You'll crit on an 8 or
eight
better.
or better.
They're over
7.
2.
Ah!
This happens. It
Well,
all
you still beat my 7.
Alright.
So go ahead and roll your horse damage.
Right.
Charge in.
You lousy son of a gun.
Yeah. Tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
41.
41, excellent. Oh, those destriers.
I know. So
All right, so you impact this sod creature. Your lance snaps in half, and it breaks into 3 parts. It's kind of splits down the middle, and its head flies off.
yeah.
Oh.
So
Does it
that
crumble?
appears to be it.
All right.
But
There's 3
what about
heaps
all
of
those
sod.
shields?
Yeah,
Really? All those
shields
knights couldn't beat this thing?
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty sad.
They hadn't
Wow.
seen helleth.
Pathetic.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
Critted the passion,
That's
everyone.
true, that's
And remember, when
yeah.
you crit a passion, it goes up by 1
Oh,
automatically.
God.
Oh my
Cool.
god, you might take her for yourself.
Might.
All right.
Okie dokies. We gotta find this jungle dude.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. He went that away?
That a ways.
Alright,
Yeah.
we
go.
follow him.
So you plunge off into the forest.
Should we use hunting for this?
Well, let's see.
The deadliest.
The deadliest prey.
The deadliest game.
Smell you.
Oh my god. So Gomerit was the one who saw him. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Gomer's
that's true.
aware.
You know.
Gomer, roll hunting.
Gomerit takes the lead. So you're actually pretty sure of where you're going because
Okay.
you saw
Okay,
where
great.
it was.
Sure.
But in due course, night falls
Oh.
before you can get to
Wait
where
for
you saw him
camp.
because it was miles. You know, you had a really good
All right,
view.
okay, all right.
You know.
So we have to camp.
You have been up for 48 hours straight, so.
Oh, yeah.
You say that like it's a thing.
You say like it's like a big deal, but we obviously have old man strength.
First off, I don't even know what these hours are.
Well, I'm the oldest one now. Take them.
Old man strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Boo.
Alright. So,
Night night.
everyone make awareness rolls at plus 10 while you sleep.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I made it.
I made it.
First time ever.
Okay. You wake up. By the light of the dying fire, you see young Edern. Remember, he's along with you.
Right.
The blind squire.
That's
Yes.
right.
Okay, so he's sleeping under his bedrolls. There is hirsute, somewhat wild-eyed man
Is it the
squatting over him,
ew?
making cooing noises like a bird as he tenderly pats Edern's hair.
Okay.
Is it the troll guy
It's Sir
from?
Herondale.
No, it's their heritage. Yeah.
Halthor or Halthor or
What? Holstock?
No, it's
Holstock.
not.
No, it is not Holstock.
It's Sir Herondale.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's exactly who it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he is wearing a bread shield.
Oh.
He has a sword on his belt
Does he need a
that
new
appears
bread
to be made of dirt.
All right.
He has
need to
a
bring him
crown
All right.
of
Let's lasso this guy.
petals, etc.
All right. Surround him.
etc.
Surround him and trap him. Trap him.
Yeah.
Trap him.
So you all jump up out of your beds.
Yes.
He gives a coo of surprise.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. He's
All
far
right.
gone.
So yes, Taurinus and Leander, you are closest to him. You can both make your choice of dex rolls or hunting rolls.
Hunting.
Shit.
Okay.
I make it.
Oh, I made my dex.
Excellent.
Nice.
What did you roll respectively?
6.
4.
Okay.
He's not getting away.
No.
So,
Two
Leander,
guys.
you just managed to grab his ankle as
Okay.
he tries to take
Crushed.
flight.
All right.
No, you're not going anywhere,
No,
old man.
he isn't. No.
Mm-hmm.
Brad, get my rope.
We're gonna clothesline him.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So Edern, of course, is awake by this point. He's like, "Oh, my poor master! Oh."
No, this is good. You shouldn't be sad. This is good. We found him and
found
we
him.
will bring him to the Bower.
Very well, very well. Let's do it quickly. He's so far gone.
I know, he's pretty bad.
Yeah,
he's
he's
pretty
We had enough sleep, right? We could just go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, yeah, it's like an hour before dawn, so you can.
Oh,
This
we
is the plan.
slept,
We get
yeah.
up now anyway.
Yeah.
He's cooing at the.
He's cooing.
I love that. He's like a bird.
Dog. He's turning into a dog.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that cloak of feathers on his shoulders and so forth.
He's got everything.
Yeah. The whole shebang. So let's go. Let's
All
bring
right.
him.
So you're backtracking.
Yes.
We got stuff.
Okay. So you ride along.
Oh God.
Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so you ride along,
Yes.
but instead of finding the lady's tower, the path takes you inexorably
Inexorably.
to a hill with a pathway running along the middle of it, and a row of stakes laid out.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're already.
cool.
Oh, wow.
Fast.
Magic.
It's as if you've looped back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is creepy.
It's incredibly creepy.
Now, because the stakes were taken out from the hill where they are
Yes.
retaining the earth,
It's all.
there's now this sort of constant landslide coming down.
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay.
All right.
So what do you do?
Keep going.
Boating.
Just keep walking. I mean, I don't know.
We
Keep
can't-
riding.
We're gonna have to do something to hold
Constant
back that
landslide.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have?
sand. It's like, I guess I have a lute.
You have a loot. How dare you? So do we pull up the branches? Can we pull up the?
Well, it's the earth is coming down in such a way that you'd expose yourself to
Squires.
getting hit by some stones.
Yeah, squires can do that.
So that we may ride across the bodies.
Yeah.
You'd still be getting hit by things, though. It's coming down the.
Sakes. All right,
Now, at
what's
this point,
higher?
Herondale is sort of cooing at all of you.
What?
Okay, and so-
Oh, he's gonna take flight.
You can fly.
Tie him
over.
up.
Yeah. No,
He is
tied up.
proffering the shield of bread to you.
He's preferring the shield of bread.
Okay.
It is a thick, crusty bread
Yes.
that looks very solid, looks very
Okay.
earth-like, if you will.
All right. Well,
Really
is it
to
big
block-
enough to block the?
We,
All right.
we
We'll
might.
see, use it.
Or we use it for
That's
scooping.
bizarre.
Yeah. So we're scooping the mud
No,
out.
no. It's
Well,
gonna
let's
be a
use it.
shield.
Let's use it to
Yeah. All
shield
right.
our way.
Oh, to block the stones?
Well, what else are we doing with it?
Yeah, what are you...
What's the... Oh!
I know what's the alternative.
We're gonna surf it?
You're gonna eat it?
All right.
Just have a snack while we're watching the mud.
While we're watching it flow?
Yeah, let's eat it. Eat the bread. So, anyway, yeah, we can use it to deflect the stones as we're
Okay.
walking through.
You begin to move out into the path. The stones are hitting the bread,
Yes.
dislodging parts of it.
Oh,
What?
It is
It's okay,
after
we have
all-
a backup bread shield.
We do.
It is after
Yeah.
all just bread. But as the crumbs are hitting the path,
Yes.
they begin to knit into the earth.
All right.
Oh.
Very good.
Wow.
And the earth begins to solidify and the landslide begins to stop.
Oh, neat.
I'll nod to the cooing, addled knight.
So do you wish
Here,
to
yeah.
continue
Yeah, that guy.
breaking up the bread and
Yeah.
sewing it into the earth, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so, and yeah, you secure the
was
pathway.
weird.
That was very...
Yeah.
That's just...
Odd. All right, keep going.
All right. In due course, you reach the town of Blackburn.
Oh,
We're here again.
oh, is Elfric back?
You find the town in an uproar.
No, he didn't.
From within the alehouse, you hear angry shouting and the sound of crockery being broken. The miller runs up to you all. It's terrible! Sir Elfric has returned and he's more ill-tempered than ever.
Dude, he's your problem now.
Nothing shall soothe him.
Wait a minute.
Nothing shall soothe this savage beast.
Oh, wait, flute of bone. Yeah, let's do this.
Who has got a play instrument skill? Any play
I
instrument
do, I
skill?
have harp.
Oh, you do? Good. What do you got?
Okay.
I'm doing passionate
Sure.
with...
Not Love of Grail.
Oh.
I'm aware. You made that abundantly clear. My honor?
Yeah, sure.
It's 10 though.
Oh.
Well, this is gambling.
My
Okay.
love of Orland. I don't really have anything. I want to see my family again.
That always works.
All right. I make it.
Great.
10 to heart, 13. Oh, wow. I would have credited if I had otherwise.
God damn it.
So,
Anyway, 13, I make it.
Okay.
All right.
You take the bone flute from Herondale, who sort of coos at you again, but at the same time, like, nods as if he's kind of understanding what you're doing. Okay.
I start playing the tune.
All right. It is a little instrument made from the wing bone of some large bird and has intricate carvings along its width.
Neat.
And you begin to play it, and even though you've never played a flute before, you seem to somehow know what to do.
Okay.
And as you do so, the crashing and shouting noise from within ceases.
Nice.
And
That's a little tune.
Elfric
I feel
emerges.
calm.
Elfric emerges once again, calmed down.
Oh.
And thanks you profusely.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he does? Really?
Yes.
Yeah, you're just gonna fly
What is
off
wrong
into
with you? Yeah, what the hell's wrong
No
with you?
drink for you.
Never again. Never
Yeah,
again.
right, I don't believe you
Yeah.
for a second, but leave
So
me-
he takes a knee before you, Leander, and he says, I pledge my sword to you.
Whoa.
I shall come serve you as a household knight if you'll have me.
Oh, wow.
Such is the ardor of my commitment.
Oh, I accept your services. So come along with us. We are finishing this freaking quest.
All right, so you move on.
Yes.
Now,
I keep playing the
What a
flute.
strange group.
This weird ragtag group of champions is
all right. So, you now reach the village of Blackrod.
What was that?
This was the village that was beset by the feathered beast.
Oh yeah.
What feathered? Oh,
The cryptozoology.
Yeah, those guys.
The cryptozoologist.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, now the village
What's your problem?
village is beset
Now the whole
by the
village.
By the
oily
birds.
birds.
Oh,
I
my.
hate them.
Well, what does the cloak of feathers look like?
The cloak of feathers is a rich cloak of multicolored feathers.
It's like Hitchcock.
Do we have any more bread to feed the birds?
No, the shield of bread is gone.
So okay, they're
Are we getting a
beset.
clue from the adult fellow?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yes, yeah.
That fellow, yes.
That guy. Is he cooing?
He isn't cooing, but he
Talking.
He does take the cloak off, and he's kind of regarding it.
So there you have it.
Yes, and he actually speaks to you,
Oh,
and he says, "These feathers are clean."
Okay. Those are dirty feathers, clean
Dirty
feathers.
They're oily, you remember?
Yeah, they're
Need some
funky
Dawn.
feathers. They do need some dawn.
How are we going to clean these birds' feathers? That's the issue.
Stone and water? No.
no, we need to use the cloak somehow.
What do you think?
Do we if we cast the feathers out into the world, into the air, will they stick to the birds, like the dirty birds?
It's just worth a shot.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
Might fly away. I don't know. I don't have
I don't
anything.
know.
I don't know what else
I got
to do. It's
nothing
got to
at
be
this
something
point.
with the cloak.
Yeah, I'm really
Fling it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, flinging it?
You fling the cloak, and sure enough, the birds make a beeline for it.
Oh.
They hit the cloak, it bursts,
Oh.
and as the birds fly through it, on the other side,
Yes.
they are multitudes of colors.
Right.
They're no longer oily
Okay.
or ill-tempered. And they fly off into the sky.
Yay. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is
It
lovely.
is.
All right, pressing on. In due course, you catch sight of the castle of the King of Dolorous Women.
Oh no! Wait, I thought we were done with this guy.
This is awkward.
This is awkward.
The landscape has changed. Gone are the villages and queer huts. In their place stands acre after acre of thick and tortuous vines,
Oh, good.
all bristling with wicked thorns.
Huzzah!
Tremendous.
You see the castle beyond, and in order to make any further progress, you're going to have to cut through
Soil.
the briars.
Yeah, we're going to
Sort of
that?
soil, yeah.
I don't know.
Is that ours?
Alarm.
Is that
Ours? No, it's done.
Nope. Okay.
And the car's gone. No. Sword of soil. Does he have a sword? He has a sword of soil.
Let's see here.
What is he telling us? Herndale,
Well,
speak to us.
what you can see ahead of you is that there is a dove, dead, pierced by a thorn on the vine.
Good job. Okay, that's bad.
Pierce.
What is Herndale thinking of this? What is he seeing? What is he doing?
I think that was her. I think that dove might be her.
Helith.
Yeah.
He's not saying anything to us?
I'm letting Jen read the poem.
Well, it says sword of soil.
Are we still recording?
Cloak,
that would be
cloak of
good.
feathers,
Yeah,
we did that already. Shield of bread, we already did that. Crown of blooms upon thy head. Crown of thorns, maybe? Sword of soil. Flute of bones.
I feel like the
did that
sword would help
already.
us cut through the.
Well, of
that's
course,
why
it's got to be something like that. Mask of grass to call thy own. Stone of water, thick and sour. Lead thee so into my bower. There seems to be no order.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I'm thinking the sword because it would cut
You'd
through
have to
the
cut through
vines.
it like a machete.
Yeah, but if there's a dove that's
With a
impaled on a
thorn.
thorn, then maybe if we take the thorn out of the dove.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
the thinking.
that's a
the
good
crazy
plan.
thinking that got us here.
Yeah,
Let's pull it off.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let's try to remove the thorn from the dove.
Okay.
The pigeon.
And
The pigeon. Okay, so you remove the thorn.
And
The dove is indeed still dead, but moving up to pick the dove from the vine,
yes.
you can see 35 other doves. You can see 35 other doves within the massive vines,
they all
and the
got
vines are
trapped.
closing in.
Oh no!
Ladies!
No, the sword of soil.
The sword. We must.
We have to cut through. Can we cut through with our regular swords?
You can give that a shot
Okay,
first.
let's try.
All right.
All right. Indeed, you cut through the vines with your regular sword.
Oh shit!
And then
Do they come out? Do they fly out?
They, as you cut through the vines, it opens up
Yes.
a passage on the other side, and they all fly down that passage.
okay, good.
Okay.
Okay. You see ahead of them that it leads into the maze of stones.
No.
And as they fly into the maze of stones, they are transformed back into women.
Oh no.
And with a sort of somewhat dazed look on their face, they begin walking inexorably back to the castle.
Oh, you
That's
see.
We don't have time for this.
We just
shit.
don't.
At this point, Sir Herondale removes the crown of blooms from his head.
The crown of
Oh.
blooms. That doesn't really make a whole lot.
Does
of
He
sense.
says, a king deserves a crown.
Oh, we gotta bring this to this guy.
All right.
All right, can we make our way? Hey, hi, we tried to.
Hey,
Oh, we can go through the secret passage and give it to Dade
Dade, yep.
to put it on his head.
Very well.
We don't have to
do
do
it.
it ourselves.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's just
Okay.
gotta be done.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we didn't kill him.
No.
Yeah.
It's probably
Would've
for the
been
best.
awkward.
Yeah.
So,
You do so.
okay.
Goes off without a hitch. And as you're walking away,
Oh God.
as you're
The
walking
beaver
away,
appears.
No, a vengeful beaver appears.
Yeah, a vengeful beaver. A vengeful beaver appears.
No. As you're walking away, the stones of the maze are transformed into actual flowers and vines, and the carved doves become actual doves who fly away.
Oh, good.
Yay.
And yeah, the women turn about and begin to make their way back to their domains.
Okay.
All right.
Keep going.
Okay, so you reach the marsh.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So you see here that the marshlands, having been drained, are now dry and dusty,
Sure.
and
Stone
covered
water.
with the corpses of the villagers from the two settlements,
Oh, I hate
who
You know
no
what? They were
longer
assholes.
no longer having water to divide them, have gone into full out war with each other.
Very
Great.
well.
Because they're
Wow.
just jackasses.
Good.
So, stone of water. Let's create water here again.
Drop the stone into
Drop the stone into the whirlpool. Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the whirlpool, you drop the stone in, and sure enough, it begins to bubble up
Okay,
and
let's get the hell out
refill
of
the
here.
marsh.
All right.
I want to fight that damn tree.
I hate.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, take them.
Gone.
Yeah. To get some
Shed a tear.
revenge.
Some other day.
Yeah. No, that tree is a force to be reckoned with. 67. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you reach the tower of Lady Tonray.
We're back.
No,
Yeah. Apparently.
the lady.
The lady. And yeah, so she is still up there.
All right. I'm happy. Yeah.
So she calls down and she says, "Did you do what I requested?
We did, my lady.
Wait.
Then come up here so that I may thank you."
And Gomred blushes from head to.
Ooh, we
All
better
right.
go up there.
Yeah. So he goes up the stairs, the invisible stairs. And
You head up the stairs, and you are somewhat surprised to see that it is not the Lady Tonray who is waiting for you.
oh.
It is an older woman.
It's a cougar.
It is a cougar. It is an older woman. She is lovely, just like Tonray,
Well,
and obviously looks related.
she's the
Tonray.
mom.
That's
She's the mom. The jealous mom.
Call it. It's the cougar.
You're in the zone now. You've crossed through on your tiredness, and you're now like
I'm seeing everything.
seeing everything like Matrix time
No,
now.
Yeah. Seeing right through the whole thing.
I usually try to hold back, but I'm just.
You can't stop yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody.
No, that's
I
cool.
don't want to steal any
Not at
glory.
So yeah, it is the mother indeed.
Aha.
Now what are you gonna
What
do?
is she? Where's Tonray? What that face? Did she make that face?
Yeah. No, she says, "I have been banished here for claiming my daughter was wrong in the boast of beauty, thus becoming prideful myself. My daughter found a champion in the cause of her fair countenance."
Oh,
Uh
Right?
yeah, that's this
Yes.
guy.
Yes.
He's the
So, may I now, she asks you,
what?
oh.
have a champion in her cause?
What?
Oh.
Can he be champion for both?
Can he?
Double team him?
Well, you have to get to the mom to get to the daughter.
How does work?
Yeah. So yeah, he bows down and on his knees. And says,
Oh my goodness.
I'm at your bidding.
Whoa.
All right, now generate an amour for her as well.
Shit.
The mom?
Yep.
What's her name?
3d6 plus
She's
5.
probably like 32.
Her name, yeah, exactly. Her name is Lady Iblis.
Okay.
Iblis. Oh,
Iblis.
Midless.
Iblis.
Chablis.
Lady Chablis.
Let's see.
You probably like her better than the daughter.
By 1 point.
Oh, that's
11.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
That is so
I mapped it right. Yep. 11.
funny.
Warren Beatty.
So, meanwhile, back down below,
Yeah.
Herondale has taken the grass mask.
Yes.
And he says, "This mask has two faces."
It's the same woman. It's the same woman.
Oh.
Maybe.
Mother and daughter?
Throw a mask on her face and see who it
Oh
is.
shit. Maybe you wear the mask. For two faces. One
You're the
face
champion.
for each woman.
Yeah, that's better. I like that.
So Gomer, she gives you a scarf with pearls on it.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
And so you come back down. So you've got the silk scarf and the pearl scarf.
Yeah.
Oh, the mask.
So you come back down and you see them discussing this grass mask.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
And,
You could use both sides of this mask to be a champion for each.
so I don the mask?
Okay. Donning the mask and looking back at the tower, you can see now a doorway is there.
Oh!
The doorway opens, and a lady comes out. She is wearing a gown of pink and pearlescent silk. She looks about halfway between the ages of Cynrain and Renae,
Okay.
So this is like the triple goddess.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she introduces herself as Lady Tenebrae.
Oh my god, damn.
Tanibre. So she has an extra syllable.
Tanibre.
Okay.
Shit.
And yes, she is indeed the mother and daughter combined into one. So you now have one or more of 21.
Wow!
Wow. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Cool.
That's an award.
That is neat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
neat.
wow.
Huzzah.
Around you suddenly are
Oh, shit. Monsters.
monsters aplenty.
Monsters aplenty!
You have to fight your way out. And...
No.
Champion.
Around you are now cheerful peasant folk
Oh, okay.
going about their business,
Oh,
and
so
you realize that this is Lady Tenebre's castle. These are her lands.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, you hit the jackpot.
You did.
Oh, no
Holy
kidding.
smokes.
Fair maiden.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But does she love Gomer the way that he loves her?
She does have a bonus.
what is that?
What?
She does have a bonus
What does that mean?
What?
A bonus
on her
for what?
feelings towards Gomer.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Aw.
she could love you.
Yeah.
possibly.
She has a bonus for Gomer.
Like you
A
did
bonus.
say.
A lady
Huh?
bonus.
She trusts a lady bonus.
Listen. Right there.
Whoa.
A
little
Boniva?
bonus.
All right. So
Oh, yes. Sally
Full
Field.
circle. Oh god.
speaking of going full circle,
Yes.
Yes, where are we now?
so the Tenebrae says that you are very close to the Bower. The earthen creature that you defeated
Yes.
has now split into 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck
God.
me.
But Herondale draws his soil sword, and he says, "I, Sir Herondale, will defeat it."
Oh.
He's back.
He's back, baby!
Yeah. Oh my god.
So you follow Sir Herondale into the valley. Sure enough, you see 3
He has
little
like a
earthen...
giant beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's just all like disheveled and.
So you
I love
see
it.
3 little earthen imps, which Herondale very quickly dispatches with this sword that is literally made of just dried earth.
Feel like garden gnomes.
Yeah,
They are.
exactly.
That's so great.
And then you ride on, and ahead of you, at the end of the valley, is where you started. This bower in these woods.
Oh man.
And and so yeah, let's see. Sir Herondale is completely back in his own right mind.
Oh, yeah.
He's rational and lucid.
Wow.
And
his squire?
one last thing. His squire is still blind. One last thing, though. His armor and shield was one of the ones that was hanging on those spears.
Oh.
So he takes his armor and his shield, and Edern polishes them up like he was polishing the pots and pans.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then, and then you reach the bower. Stepping inside,
Yes.
the thorns withdraw from around the lady.
Oh, good.
And she steps forward and they embrace. And at this point, Edern's sight is restored.
Yay!
The vines and branches of the bower die and crumble away. The lady regains her color.
Yay!
And yeah, you are invited to the wedding the following summer.
And I decline out of spite.
No, I won't be attending that.
Sad.
Double the finger!
After all that.
After all that shit, I should have just killed this bum knight when I had the chance.
Kyo.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
What? No!
I have been a more 19. I'm going to watch her get married to this guy.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that.
And I decline out of spite.
That's seamless.
Well,
That's amazing. Oh shit.
that's the last shred of my heterosexuality.
So anyone with an amour, basically you can check all of your amour or love passions.
Yay.
And make a
so
note
many
that
of
if you make that roll for advancement next winter phase, it'll go up by 1d3 instead of 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, so thanks for hanging in there. We went a little late, but
Way worth it.
way worth it.
So worth it.
Material.
Needless to say, the Tournament of Companions is a complete and utter disaster.
Yeah.
Later that year,
I don't even want to.
Leander boycotts it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's out of
No.
spite. Wait.
Well, word arrives that basically the Orkneys and DeGale's clans are put on the same melee team. Like they're supposed to work together to defeat the other team, but they spend the whole time criticizing each other and telling each other that they're doing it wrong. And
Sounds like my marriage.
yeah, so it ends on a bit of a down note.
Oh man, that was a joke. That was a total joke.
Yes.
Wow. That was amazing. Very, very good job, everybody. And R.I.P. Tathan.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's a very archetypal Pendragon
It
adventure.
is good. That's a really good
So I had to get it in before the campaign was over.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is closely approaching.
It is.
Oh wow.
Getting closer.
So I've got 5 generations that I've been through.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That's so
Percy.
great.
Yeah.
Take them and now, yeah,
All
I'm
right.
over it.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Play it.
I love
Nice.
it.
Nice.
Wow.
And I think we're still recording. Amazing.